Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we should be up and running. I'm just gonna double check. It seems that way. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Hartlepool United Youth Academy Road to Glory Career Mode. I know it's taken a little while to complete this series. I've been busy the past few days. So, we are back. Only for today though, because I'm away on Thursday till the following Monday. So it'll probably be another week till you get another episode after today. So I apologise for that in advance. Secondly, we're getting ever closer to the end of this, hopefully. I guess we'll see. Got quite a few games to go. We've got, how many we've got in the league? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 games in the league. Whatever we can do in the FA Cup, because we've got that today as well. And then we've got Champions League down the line. I don't know if that falls today. Does that fall today? Let's take a look at games we do have. We've got Wolves away to kick off at the Molineux. We then go to Tottenham Hotspur Stadium to take on Spurs. We'll have the deadline day be completed as well. We'll go over all the biggest transfers at the end of that. We then face Burnley at home, away to Crystal Palace at Selhurst Park, and then we finish off at the Victoria Park against Arsenal. And then when I come back, we'll be getting into the Champions League run where we've got Galatasaray to start and end the next episode unless a FA Cup game falls in between. So that is how we are going to go. Taking a look at the standings as it stands in the Premier League. We're 1 point clear at the top at the moment. 1 point ahead of Manchester City. We did fumble a little bit, but we do remain on the summit. Manchester City are in second, Spurs third, and Arsenal complete the top four. Manchester United as well in fifth, sniffing around the top four as well as Wolves being there and Liverpool all around the area. Taking a look as we scroll down the table, Chelsea now 11th. They don't look like they're going to be in the relegation battle anymore. Teams that are in the relegation zone are Fulham, Aston Villa, and Crystal Palace. That's how it's looking there. In the FA Cup, as you can see, we've drawn Spurs in the fourth round. It's not a great draw, and especially if we get this, if we lose here at Tottenham Hotspur, the board will be very upset. The other games: Aston Villa, Brighton, Leeds and Luton, Newcastle, Middlesbrough, Manchester United, Norwich, Morecambe, Arsenal, Leyton Orient, Burnley, Colchester, Southampton, Swansea, Watford, West Ham, Fleetwood, Leicester, Wolves, Bristol Bristol City, I should say, versus Man City. Hull City versus Everton, Liverpool versus Shrewsbury, QPR versus Stoke, and Preston versus Cardiff. And just a little check at what the round of 16 are. If you are unaware of what we've got in the round of 16, we've got Galatasaray in the Champions League, Sporting versus Real Madrid, Chelsea versus Atletico, Arsenal versus Sevilla, Bayern Munich versus Spurs, Sassuolo versus Leverkusen, Roma versus Barcelona, and PSG versus Milan as the other round of 16 matches. So some interesting ones in there. But that is all where we're at, keeping it up to date as much as I can. We've got a tired defence here, a very tired defence. I've had a lot of games stack up on each other, so I can understand that. I just want to have a quick check at potentials. If there's any growth from some of the bigger players in this team still. Taha Ali can still grow. Roberts has potential of 93, 92, 91, 90. Rodriguez has got that 90 due to that injury. He'll be back eventually. De Oliveira's 88 potential, Zakari Peters, Juan Carlos Serrano, Luca Carpenter could all grow a bit further. Duncan Wilson can still grow, which I'd love to see. So can Seo Yun Young, who I think will actually end up growing quicker than Wilson, but Wilson's our boy. He has been since the start. We might put man here, Seo Yun Young, on a wide playmaker to get that passing and crossing a bit better, because he's going to be more of a crossing winger rather than a cutting winger like Duncan Wilson is. But that is how we're going to go, I think. So, without further ado, let's get into the news, and then we'll get into the episode. So, Manchester City defeat AFC Bournemouth 2-1. AFC Bournemouth's hard work and best efforts were unrewarded, I can't read, as they lost 2-1. Chelsea beat Newcastle 1-0. Hartlepool lost to Man United, a big disappointment. Yeah, we did. We did lose to Man United at the end of the last episode. That's why we fell a little bit in the league title race. But we're still top by a point. Having won their first game against them in the league earlier this season, Hartlepool United will be a little disappointed they couldn't repeat that performance again today and chalk up another win over Manchester United. Hurtado decisive save against Manchester United. Hurtado's efforts on goal weren't enough to prevent Hartlepool United's defeat at the hands of Manchester United. Shabalala has him to thank for keeping the score at only 2-1. True. Hurtado put in the work. We get a player of the week, and Man United don't, which is interesting. Aidan Sutherland, he always seems to be there, and he's always on fire, so why put that fire out when we don't need to? He's been brilliant. Phil Foden's one that comes up there for whatever reason. And Wolves look to improve against Hartlepool, so we beat these last time, I think. It was all too easy for Hartlepool United. Last time the teams met is a counter to a 3-1 victory against Wolves, who will be looking for a better performance this time around. Sweet. Some transfer news as well. Umar Solé has gone to Sevilla. Matteo Tremoni has gone to Brentford. Real Sociedad want Diogo Jota from Borussia Dortmund. Play of football, just a job for Hurtado. He's happy to be getting all the games in between the sticks. Many top players can get unsettled and disgruntled with life when they're not getting games, but that's certainly not a situation Ricardo Hurtado needs to worry about just now. He's currently one of the first names on the team sheet at Hartlepool United. It's great to be backed by the manager so much. I don't have to worry about getting picked. I can concentrate on my game and on delivering the best performances I can. Of course, if my form dipped, I understand that I might get dropped, but I hope it doesn't come to that, he explained. Adrian Garrido as well at Union Berlin, and then, of course, the Hartlepool United loss to Man United, a big disappointment. Again, it's just it's making sure I know. Nantes are looking at George Dickinson for a right back, and the other right back, Aitor Miranda, is being studied by Wolves as well, who we played today to kick off today's episode. Sutherland got Player of the Month last episode for January. I'm wondering, or for December. I'm wondering if he can get it for January. We'll see. He'll definitely have to be in the nominations, in my opinion. He's been consistent. Sutherland and Blanchard Hartlepool both in the Premier League Player of the Month December shortlist, as you saw here, with Rodrigo and Evan Nielsen up for the award. It was Sutherland who did win it. Love to see it. And then we snub the bid for Angers for Douglas Moffat, despite the fact that we gave him Jackson Barlow. They want to come in for more. I wonder how he's doing, actually. Just a quick check. Maybe we bring him back. We have the money to. And I did quite like Jackson Barlow. I think we'll probably leave him where he is, but he is very good. He's another one where I couldn't seem to work out how to use him. Roberts is just here based on his overall, and also he seems to get contributions. When I say Roberts get more contributions, he does. So that's that as well. So take a look at the last episode. We did beat our closest rivals, Manchester City, 2-1 to open last episode. Just about go over the line with that one. Brighton beating us 3-0. It was one of those games. We'll leave it at that. We then beat Brentford 4-1. And then we have our biggest win in this career mode. I don't know how much you can claim it to be a good win, because we were against Walsall. We did rotate the team still. We're against Walsall. Carlson got 4, I believe. I can't remember who else scored, but Carlson got 4. I do remember that. I think Maresca got 2. We beat them 9-1 to very much advance to the 4th round, where we now have Spurs, as you can see. And in the last game, we did lose to Manchester United 2-1, unfortunately. Wrong end of the stick. Put everything we could into equalising, but I think we hit the post late as well, but we couldn't find that goal to get at least, at the minimum, a point and get over the line for that one. So without any further ado, we'll get into this game against Wolves then. We're going to have to do a bit of rotation. Tired centre-backs. I think we're going to just bring in... I think we're going to keep Bolt in, and we're going to bring in Martin. And I'm going to put Chavez on the bench. Peter's slightly tired, so Diop can come in. Serrano is slightly tired as well, but he'll start. Sutherland, same situation, slightly tired, but he'll start. And we're going to bring Moffat onto the bench, wherever he is. And do you know what? We're going to start Partridge, just to see what he's capable of. Just to see what he can do. Because I'm intrigued. And I'm going to give Blanchard, obviously, a bench spot as well for Young. For this one. Young can probably get the cup game against Spurs. The regens, or the pre-gens former club, I guess. Because he is the regen of Heung-min Son. So Heung-min Son would technically be going against his former club in a new body. And that's how we roll, I reckon, for this one. It's going to be a bit difficult, because Wolves always are difficult to play against. But I'm hoping they've got either rid of Tell, or just he's injured or something, because he's not starting up front. The other games, Crystal Palace v Brighton in a South Coast derby, and then Newcastle versus Southampton in probably the longest travelling game you'd have to make to each team. Southampton have got a long way to travel to St James's Park. Hurtado in goal, Sutherland as the left back and captain, Miranda right back, Martin and Boulder centre backs, Diop CDM / centre mid, Serrano centre mid / cam, Wilson and Roberts the wingers as well, with Carpenter and Partridge up top. Partridge getting his first start in a Hartlepool shirt. Didn't really get a chance against Manchester United, so we'll see what he can do from the start against Wolves. So without further ado, it is Wolves versus Hartlepool at the Molineux Stadium. Let's get into it. They've got a really good team as well. Just as well, I'm not going to use this as an excuse, but I have got a thumb injury. So if I play bad, blame a thumb injury. Carpenter, 4 goals in the last 3 games. There's a reason he's not getting dropped. Blanchard shouldn't really be getting dropped either. They're both on fire. But ultimately, one had to make way for Partridge. And Blanchard is good off the bench. He's better than Carpenter is off the bench. So I feel like I made the right choice there. I wonder what's happened to Matthias Tell then. Is he just on the bench or is he... What are they doing? It feels like they've got a weakened squad. Maybe he's tired. But Garnacho will always cause me issues. Yeah, he's on the bench. Fair enough. That team is stacked. I'm presuming they rotated a bit because of tiredness. We've done something similar. Well, kind of similar. With Aaron Partridge getting his first senior game.
Thank you for attending today's game at the Molineux Stadium. Enjoy the match.
Seeing when the Wolves go marching in. But Hartlepool are marching in to Wolverhampton to try and keep a lead over Manchester City in the Premier League. Miranda, early tackle on Alejandro Garnacho. That'll do wonders for the confidence. Garnacho, I believe, the top scorer of Wolves in the league. Wolves sit in 6th. Hartlepool sit top. Sutherland are going to try and... Okay. Someone's going to have to explain to me why he's tried to crossfield that with his right foot. Great block by Bull. Pass from Garnacho. But why did he try and do that with his... What the fuck is going on? I want to go out of Sutherland. It's a good start, as you can tell. But why did he try and do that with his weak foot? Wilson. That was for Sutherland, but Carpenter works too. Not really, actually, because I need something on. Wilson. Diop. Blocked by Skriniar. Maybe could have passed it to Partridge, but Partridge on the fanciest of positions. Maybe this time, Aaron Partridge, it's in the middle, it's headed away. Roberts keeps it alive. I think Serrano's off. He's not, but it's cleared. Now Garnacho down the left. Get caught by Miranda. It's a foul, but it slows down on Alejandro Garnacho. Billy Bull once again on the on game there, on crud. Partridge going to try and make a run through. He's turned his man and take a shot on here. Aaron Partridge. It's saved by Paul Lopez. Look promising though. Not the fastest, as we know, Partridge. If you don't know, I maybe should have showed you the stats beforehand. I didn't actually do that. But we signed Aaron Partridge. I think it was around 50 million to be another striker option while Rodriguez is out, just in case anything happens to the current ones. Carpenter. Martin. Why not? Well, that's why not. I suppose he's a centre-back, innit? Also, I think I've got the centre-backs the wrong way round, so I'm just going to change that around. Oh, no, they're both lefties. Right, so this is Aaron Partridge, just quickly. 87 pace, he's not too bad. 78 shooting, 78 dribbling, 78 physical. Passing's not great. Defending doesn't really matter for a striker. And just a little overview of his stats. He does look good. There is definitely room to grow. He's only 81 rated, and he's an exciting prospect. It's Harry Kane's regen as well, for those who haven't picked up on that, or who didn't see last episode. The regen of Harry Kane. Serrano, Carpenter, into Wilson. Does like a little run, a little darting run, doesn't he? Knocks it to the path of Serrano. Sutherland. Partridge asking for it. It's cleared by Rodon. And Sutherland to Serrano on the edge. Space for Miranda. Plays into Partridge. Carpenter. Serrano should put it away here. Oh, I've messed up the shot. Just plain and simple, I messed up the shot. I tried to tuck it into the other corner, but it's gone the wrong side. Tried to tuck it into the right hand side. I think you might have read it anyway. Paul Lopez is a very good goalkeeper, but it didn't do the correct technique there, which is kind of annoying. Some of the bigger players would get in the box. Fuck it. Wilson to deliver. Sutherland can't win it, obviously. Bull. Serrano. Carpenter. Try to find a way through. Gets tackled to the floor. I think it was, I don't know, I couldn't tell which defender it was, but it was a brilliant tackle. Bull. I was wanting to header that back to the keeper, but thank God Martin was there just in case it didn't make it. Not the most assured headers by Billy Bull there, but that's alright. It's worked out. Oh, Sutherland heavy touch. There's a goal at Selhurst Park. Brighton lead. And attempt there, long range from their striker, Matanovic. I couldn't remember his name, and then it went up into that little bar in the bottom left. Decent ranged effort, but it was always going to be Hurtado's. We've had a lot of the ball. Woes about barely anything of the football. It's kind of how you want to go, but Serrano tried to cut inside Skriniar. It doesn't work. Diop closes that out. Still very capable DM. Carpenter. Partridge couldn't get there ahead of Skriniar. Now Garnacho. Try to play it back. Miranda gets it deflected, but it's going to fall all the way here to Wolves again. Matanovic closed down by Bull. We've been very good defensively so far, but that could change in an instant. I know it's video game like the back of my hand now. Wilson cuts inside Mukiele. Tries to cut inside Rodon as well. Unsuccessful. And those runs don't always work, which is a risk, I guess. That should be the keepers all day long. Hurtado with no issue there. Matanovic chased though. I had the defender there just in case, but it was always going to be the goalkeepers there. Miranda making the run. Roberts. Ball inside. It was meant for Partridge because Carpenter's like 2'3", but it's alright. Diop wins it back. Serrano. Try to create room for something. Carpenter. Wilson. Can he turn his man and shoot? He can turn his man, but Rodon got him on the turn. A good tackle from Joe Rodon there. If anyone's ever said that. Spurs fans watching, I'm joking. Please don't hurt me. Garnacho's on because of Sutherland, and it's bounced off a Bull awkwardly. It's an easy hold for Hurtado, but Sutherland playing Garnacho on there. Sutherland's not a great half, I'm going to be honest with you. Maybe it was a choice to keep him on. I should have probably brought on Moffat for this one, but who knows how he would have played. We've got him on the bench anyway. That's an awful pass from Miranda. That's a gift of a pass for Wolves to try and counter off of now. Garnacho's got room on the left. Miranda tried to close it down. It's played inside to Matanovic. Back out to Alejandro Garnacho. And now Hodge from the edge of the area. Saved by Hurtado, but it's going to go for a Wolves corner. Sutherland can keep it in. Now Nicolo Barella. Not really a name you'd associate with Wolves, but he will be the one taking the corner. Will he find a man to head this in for 1-0 at the Molineux? Towards Garnacho. It's headed away by Carpenter. Believe it or not. I know he's 5'6", but he can header the ball. He played back in to Matanovic. Alcaraz. Matanovic didn't get anything on it. Took it too quickly. Snapped at the shot. Any meaningful connection there, and that's probably 1-0. Now Hartlepool have a chance to counter. Wilson. Carpenter's making that run. It's a poor pass, and Skriniar read it anyway. Don't think it would have mattered if it had been a good pass. Diop does well to win it back. Wilson. Try to get into Partridge, but Hodge is closing it down now. These Wolves defenders are on smoke today, but so are the Hartlepool ones. Sutherland wins it back. Trying to get down the line with it, but not to be. And now it could be the last chance of the half for Wolves if the ref allows us to go, which he will. Fabinho's onside. The ball in. Hurtado, great save. I'm just going to clear it off for half time. I don't trust this game. I mean, it's 50-50 as it goes, really. We've had opportunities up at their end, but I reckon they've had the better chances now. Maybe it is advantage Wolves as we go into the break. 0-0 as it stands. Roberts hasn't really been able to do anything this half. The Wolves' defence has been really good. Hartlepool defence has been solid as well. Keeper's been on his job as well. Hurtado has kept it at 0-0. Looking around the grounds, it's 1-1, I should say, between Newcastle and Southampton. And Crystal Palace 1-0 down to Brighton, but yet to see a goal here at the Molineux. Taking a look at the stats, we have more of the ball, 67-33 in terms of possession, but Wolves have been better at creating the chances with the little ball possession they've had. 5 shots to 4 in favour of the home side, with 1.4 expected goals to 0.9. So, I think we're doing alright. Sutherland's a bit off the boil, but I reckon that's just due to fatigue. So at some point bring on Moffat. We won't do it just yet, we're just having a kind of look at our options. And seeing what we could do if we wanted to. We get the ball rolling second half. Can we get a goal straight out the gate here? Can Wilson hit them early? Can he hit them early? No, he can't. I needed to turn back and lay it off to somebody, but there was nobody to lay it off to. I maybe could have just tried the shot, but I don't reckon it would have gone anywhere near. I was off the pitch, and even if it wasn't, Sutherland's won it back anyway. But I'm pretty sure it was taken off the pitch by Corbino. Martin launches it all the way to Miranda. Serrano. Roberts trying to find a way around Christensen here. Or Christiansen, I should say. He does. It's Roberts. Now Partridge. Looking for that far corner. It doesn't quite curl as I wanted there. Perhaps could have done a bit more with that. But I very much could have done a bit more with that. Alcaraz loses the ball out there. Making that run from Garnacho's pass. Serrano now to Diop. That's a poor touch. I knew it was going to be. You sometimes get a feeling where you know it's going to go wrong. That was that touch there. Martin going to try and crowd out Matanovic here, which he does successfully. Wilson to Carpenter. Need a runner here. Sutherland is going to be that runner. Through the middle. He's been walled off. Partridge. It's a defensive mistake. He needs some help though. So many Wolves players on him. He's going to have to crawl it, or carry it all the way back. Wilson. Serrano. Back to Wilson. Oh, it's just the wrong side of the post. They're really hard to break through, these guys. Partridge doing really well to hold that up around about 5 or 6 Wolf bodies. But we need a goal. I'm wondering if we have to bring on the number 10. We will be doing it at some point if we don't get a goal soon. It will be Partridge to make way just because Carpenter's been better this season. Obviously, Carpenter top scorer. Partridge is his first start. It's not really anything to compare each other to just yet. But maybe we keep Partridge on. But that's maybe not the smartest idea either because Carpenter is goals. But again, Partridge could get his first goal. It's closed down well. Maybe took a second too long to pass that through there. Also, took a second too long to try and strike it. Good combo. Flick back into the path of Alcaraz. On one more to Hodge. Corbino straight at Hurtado, who grabs at it the second time. Changes have to be made soon. If you want to see a breakthrough from, well, from us anyway. I don't really want to see a breakthrough from them. Diop, Carpenter, Partridge on the shoulder of the defender there. Now Partridge, brilliant ball through to Wilson. Can he finish it? Referee, are you on your? Are you off your marbles, mate? I play for Wilson, and I've been taken down. Does he get a touch on the ball? I think his hand actually goes through the ball, but I believe he does get a touch on it. Have I stood on his hand? It looks like I've stood on his hand here. My foot's gone through his hand. But I think he has got something to the ball. I just thought for a second, Wilson's mishit it as well. I just thought for a second it could be a penalty, but no. We're going to make a couple of changes and they'll go into effect. And Partridge has been not bad, but we're going to bring on Blanchard and we're going to bring on Ali as well. Moffat. Do want to keep Sutherland for the game against Spurs in the Cup as well. So those changes will come through when the ball goes out of play, or when play stops, obviously. Garnacho versus Miranda in a foot race. I would back Miranda, but Garnacho's just that good. I'm not saying that from a United perspective, I'm saying that because he is. Good save from Hurtado, and it'll be a corner, and there'll be some changes made now. What's up, Dodge? TOTY, you'll remember me. Of course I do. Welcome back, mate. Triple change. Ali, Blanchard, Moffat, all up. I'm hoping that just doesn't ruin our chances to win this, and it helps our chances. Try to flick it anywhere, keep the possession. Oh my god, Carpenter, what are you doing? Great block by Duncan Wilson. I don't really want to counter with Malik Diop, though. Carpenter. Serrano. Should have played that to Ali, but he ran offside, so it's gone back to Miranda. Oh, Serrano, poor touch, and he's gone through Barella as well. Not ideal. That's not ideal either. I don't know if he's onside. But it didn't look onside to me. Oh, has Martin played him on? I think Martin might play him on. And of course, Bargy just had to shoot in an open net because I committed the goalkeeper. But I feel like he was off. And I'm going to check this because I am annoyed. But I know he's not. I just need to double check. When's the ball get played? Ball gets played there. Martin's left him on, for fuck's sake. As soon as we make the changes, it's gone wrong. Just my bloody luck. Game we need to win and we're 1-0 down. Been hard to break through them, you know. I've passed. I'm sorry, I've passed that. I'll have that back and we'll try again. Good tackle, Martin. You've got some making up to do anyway, mate. Blanchard, immediate equaliser, please. Or at least play it off. I've pressed A. Why does it take 3 business days to fucking pass it? But so much of the ball, we've done so little with it. And now we're all over the place again. Good tackle, Bull. And now they've gone and attacked heavy here, so counter, boys. Counter. Oh my... I don't know if I can be arsed today, you know. Last chance I can really do an episode before I go away for a few days, so... Alcaraz tries it, it's wide. I think we might lose this, you know. I'm so annoyed as well. The striker's made an insanely good run, and it's worked for them. Meyer coming on. I was wondering why they didn't start Telly. I haven't even needed them today. Oh my fuck, please. Video game. If I press pass about 5 seconds ago, do it then, not after, alright? That would really help. Carpenter, I wanted that to go through to Serrano. God knows I did, but it just didn't. Moffat. Blanchard. Oh, move out the fucking way. I know you're meant to be defending, it's your jobs and that, but stop. Serrano. Blanchard. Diop. Serrano again. Ali try to stay on side. Find the way through. Blanchard. Oh, I'm just going to scream at the world. Every chance we get, the keeper just makes it look easy to save. Diop keeps it alive. Blanchard. Give it to Serrano. Please, this Christmas. I can't believe this game. It just doesn't pass it to the right person. Ever. Oh, fuck off. Did I tackle? No, apparently it's a foul, even though I didn't want to foul him. Oh, cool. Good save for Tado. I've given up with this one. We haven't played good enough to win this or draw this anyway, so. I suppose ultimately what I'd rather do is get past Spurs in the FA Cup, but of course I don't want to drop points to City on the way to the Premier League perhaps. Why is Moffat heading in the area? Diop, Carpenter, Serrano. Need Blanchard to run, he's not doing. Why is he not? So Blanchard, can you explain to me, mate, why you haven't run into that bit of space? I saw Ali make his run, just for reference. It's just he was marked the whole way. Why hasn't Blanchard tried? Just gonna pass it on the back, I don't blame him. Fuck's sake. Might be one more chance if we can get it quickly. Nah, Barge is wasting time. Come on. They don't give me a second chance. If that was Wolves, they get that chance. If that was Wolves, they get that chance to attack again. But because it's me, I don't get it. I don't get that opportunity. Oh, wow. Well, 1-0 loss to open today's episode. Such a stupid fucking goal as well. Bargy with a winning goal in the end for Wolves. Not how we wanted to open this episode, I'll tell you that much for free. Back-to-back losses in the Premier League now. Not what we need. Not like we didn't try either, they were just... Well, I mean, they scored and we didn't, so they were successful. 60 to 40 in terms of possession, 11 shots to 9, 2.7 expected goals to 2.5. I mean, there are more expected goals, more opportunities, and they found their goal. So fair play to them. It's another clanger from Serrano, and I'm wondering, do we need to switch him out? Martin with 7.6. The defense did really well today. Martin with 7.6. Hurtado with 7.6 as well. 9 shots, 8 saves, 1 conceded. Obviously, Martin was at fault for the goal, but out with that, he was class. Billy Paul as well, could have done a bit better, but he wasn't awful. Pretty good, in my opinion. Wilson tried all he could on that side. Carpenter, Miranda, Sutherland, all above 7s, but nothing special, to be honest. And Iron Partridge didn't really fill me with a lot of confidence. Blanchard came on late, so I won't judge him too much. Man of the match obviously goes to Bargy. He got the goal, 7.8. He made the difference today. I'm just wondering how we didn't score though. Paulo Lopez, 4 shots, 4 saves. I mean, I know how we didn't score, but I just wish we could have created more. Matanovic, assist at 7.2. I'll give more credit to these centre-backs as well. Skriniar, especially Rodon as well. Both kept me fucking out of there. Look at that, 4 tackles from both of them each. 100% tackle success rate from both of them. It's phenomenal. Garnacho stank a little bit, but it didn't really matter because the team won in the end. There's the rest of the ratings and the overalls for the Wolves side. We should be getting something there, to be honest, and we didn't. And we might rue that day. We might rue that, especially if City have won. City could regain top spot. I won't be surprised if they do as well, you know. It's Manchester City. They seem to have that knack. I mean, none of these are true. We had a lot of the ball. Defending was solid. Those Wolves were better because they got the goal. Wolves are always good at Molyneux as well. It's just the way it is. We didn't handle the pressure. I thought I read the run of their striker with my goalkeeper, and then they played it just into the path of Bargy, who was left unmarked, and that's how they got the goal. We could get back into it. Didn't take our chances when we had them. We had so many good chances in that first half. Probably could have gone a goal or 2 up, but I couldn't finish. Not what you really want to start the episode off. A 1-0 loss. Not me gusta. Billy Bull and Ike Martin getting offers here. Neither of them going anywhere. Martin for 88 million and Bull for 68 million. From Spurs, they tried to sign him before the the FA Cup. Maresca wants a bit more game time, which is absolutely fine. Serrano's been stinking recently, so we'll allow that. And we'll move up to the Spurs game. I'm going to check the Premier League table because I presume City won their game. I don't even. I mean, I don't need to check. City probably will have. They drew. Right, we've been given a fucking lifeline there. Who did they play? Who gave us the fucking help that we required there? Man United. Always loved Man United. Always supported Man United. Taking a hit to their own season to help us. Wolves moving to the top 4 with victory over us. We still stay top on goal difference, but we can't be dropping points all the time again because that will fucking cost us. I'm presuming someone's going to be asking for a game here. If it's one of the 60 rateds, it's not going to happen. Diop wants a game. He just played against Wolves. He did well, but fuck it. I guess we'll start him so he's not upset, but we're going to bring on Peters this time. Yeah, it's not the greatest of round of 32 draws in the FA Cup, especially when the board, what the board want? Oh yeah, win the fucking thing. I think they want us to do a treble. They do, which is fine because we could do that. We have to win 3 cup matches, which means we have to win this one to get the objective done. Obviously, if we win against one of the, well, if we win one of the Galatasaray legs as well, that'll get the objective done, but we need to beat Spurs. Just to refresh you, ladies and gentlemen, this is the fucking super squad that Spurs have unless they've let some players go, which would be fantastic. They might rotate a little bit. We're going to probably not, to be honest. But this is the squad that they've got. They've signed Elmas. Pretty sure I saw that earlier in the window, but it's a strong squad around. Of course, we've got Musiala as well. He's only 27, in his prime now. Probably maybe even not at his prime yet. Some very good players at Tottenham Hotspur. I am concerned. Depending on what lineup they run with, it could be curtains. What are we saying stamina wise for our boys? Most of them seem to be fine. Bull's still a little tired, but do we want to risk Chavez in this one? Maybe actually. We'll take a look at the news, and then we'll decide after that. So the news then. Hartlepool lost to Wolves, a big disappointment. Yep, another big disappointment headline. We don't need to be called a disappointment every time, thank you. Having won their first game against them in the league earlier this season, Hartlepool United will be a little disappointed they couldn't repeat that performance again today and chalk up another win over Wolves. Well, that's the way it goes. They got the goal they needed. Crucial Bargy goal seals Hartlepool defeat. Contrary to what it looks like in the thumbnail here, it wasn't a penalty that Wolves scored to win. Bargy's crucial last goal helped his team seal a win against Shabalala's men. Brighton beat Palace 2-0. I've clicked the wrong thing. Brighton beat Palace 2-0. And Chelsea beat Fulham 3-1. FA Cup in a derby here between Newcastle and Middlesbrough at North East Derby. Hartlepool role exceeding expectation for Partridge. He's literally had he's had a game and a half. I don't really know if you can judge it this early, but fair enough. The continued inclusion of Aaron Partridge in the Hartlepool United lineup probably wasn't something fans would have been predicting at the start of the season. Well, they wouldn't have predicted that because we signed him in January. But the striker is very happy with how things are going. For sure, I'm not one of the team's star names, but I'm trying to play the best of my ability and give the manager no choice but to keep picking me. I don't expect to play every game, but I'm really about how much I've been involved so far. I'm guessing he's excited or happy. And working with Shabalala is fantastic, he concluded. Fair enough, mate. We've had 2 games, and you've not really been that good in either of them, but it's fine. We'll give you more chances as we go down the road. Ramsdale signs for Bologna. It's an interesting one. 32 years of age. Edmund Tapsoba has gone to Girona. We've got Dominic Szoboszlai leaving Spurs to go to Napoli. I didn't even know he was at Spurs. I don't think they've ever used him. That's how good that fucking squad is. Mohamed Kamara is signed from Manchester City, and Juventus want to look at 2 of my defenders, Ike Martin and Leonardo de Oliveira, to see if they can strengthen their defence. I'll tell you, there'll be no offer that I'll accept for that. And then Salernitana for Timothy Weah as well. Right, I mean, I didn't really want to lose to open today's episode, but we have done that. That has been completed, so we'll try and redeem ourselves. They're going strong. Fati and Bailey are tired though. We're going to go with Sutherland at left back, I think. I was wanting to give Moffat this one, but we're going to give it Sutherland. Partridge will put on the bench again. Carlson's going to start, which is risky. Diop wanted the game, but he's too tired. Maresca comes in. We'll drop Ali completely. No, we won't. We'll drop Roberts completely because he wasn't great against Wolves. Give him a break. Carpenter comes in. Do I want to risk Nielsen? Not really, but we're going to, so cry about it. And we'll start Seo Yun Young against the pre-gens former club, of course, Heung-min Son, a Spurs legend. And that's how we'll roll for this game against Tottenham in the 4th round of the FA Cup. We want to get through because we are favourites to win this, but so are Spurs. It's the battle of two favourites, really. Whoever goes out here, the rest of the competition will be like, thank God, at least one of them is gone. And everyone else gets quite easy draws. It's kind of annoying, but what can you do? Sometimes it's the magic of the cup and all that, isn't it? Aston Villa versus Brighton, Bristol City versus Man City, Hull versus Everton, Leeds versus Luton, Leicester versus Wolves, Liverpool versus Shrewsbury, Newcastle versus Middlesbrough, Preston versus Cardiff, QPR versus Stoke, and West Ham versus Fleetwood. Alright, okay, and then we've got ourselves against Spurs at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. I'm not really incredibly excited by this. I maybe should have modelled it off his second team, but I didn't. But anyway, fuck it. Here we go. At Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, ladies and gentlemen. It's Tottenham Hotspur versus Hartlepool. Best luck to us. We're on a bit of a shitty streak at the moment. Here's hoping it doesn't get any worse because we need to win this. Musiala's top scorer. I think that's Musiala, top scorer in the competition. Exciting. I'm excited for this. By excited, I mean shit. I only hope we can go through here so I get knocked out, but stranger things have happened. I do not expect an easy ride of it, truth be told. We've got a good squad. Decent backups as well. It's funny how I started this career mode in the few months that Christian Stellini was the manager of Spurs, and because they never changed the managers in career mode, the Christian Stellini has been in charge the whole time. Of course, it was after Antonio Conte left. I believe he was manager for 2 months. Until they found, of course, Ange. Apparently still manages them now. A lot better than I expected, to be fair, but anyone's better than Man United, really. I mean, I don't know what's going on with us. Interesting by Bailey's try and kill my player. De Oliveira feels like a smart choice over Chavez. I don't know if I put Chavez on the bench, which is what I wanted to do. I don't know if I actually did. If not, it's a mistake on my part. Obviously, I meant to do that. I just hope we can get through this. Oh, my voice is going. I made that sound a lot sadder than it needed to because my voice just went. But basically, I want to hope we can get through this fucking FA Cup match. My throat's just gone really tickly for some reason. Ali. Putting all the way in. One more. Into the path. Well, it should have been into the path of Carlson, but God forbid this game passes to the correct player. You know, the player right in front of the player I was running with. Good luck by Sutherland. Bailey a little bit of afters there. Young. Try to just lift it over to Blanchard. No mistakes, please, lads. If we're going to make mistakes, no catastrophic ones. Like that, maybe. That's not too bad, but if it leads to a goal, very upset. I mean, I did very badly with the tackling and the defensive positioning, but Tammy did an absolute shameful shot there. Nielsen not troubled. Sutherland, Young, Blanchard, Maresca. Wanted more game time. Tess Ederson there. Wanted to try and make a bit more of a space for the shot rather than taking it on just there, but we took it on anyway. But yeah, Maresca getting the start here because Serrano, despite having a good season so far, he's been struggling recently. So I'm hoping either Maresca can find something special and get a spot on the side, or Serrano can pick it up as we go. Presuming it'll be the second one, but you just never know. Sutherland can't win that header. It's headed away by Tamori, only as far as Ta Ali. Does well with his feet there. Maresca, Peters, try to find Blanchard. Unsuccessful. And Peters will just keep an eye on the situation here. Does well to get the ball back off of Spence. Keeps it in as well. Young. Maybe should have passed it off there. I wanted to rifle one, to be honest with you, but I didn't want to risk it. Maresca. Back into the path of Peters. Blocked. It was actually meant for Ali, that, but we know what happens with passes that I aim. Don't got the right player over. There's no fucking way. Right? Right. I was going to say, Tammy Abraham at 33 might be quite fast, but I feel like my defender should be keeping up with him. I wonder if D'Oliveira just did enough to put him off. Nielsen, good save. I thought I had that cut there, but it didn't work. Ball in. Headed away by Young. Back in. Cleared away. I think blocked by Blanchard of all people. Now Seo Yun Young needs to make a lung bursting run down this side for the counter to work. Spence keeping an eye on him. Young keeps it in, but wins himself a throw in as well. Thought I might have gone wrong there. I ran out of room. I wanted to cross it in, but Carpenter, or it's not Carpenter, is it? Have I started Carlson or Carpenter? I meant to start Carlson, so God forbid I've put up front. Maresca to Carlson. Scored 4 in the last FA Cup game. Can't quite get through there. And realistically, he's not going to score 4 today, because Spurs are no Walsall. Spurs, I believe, 3rd in the league. We are top on goal difference. Thank God Manchester United drew against City. Otherwise, we would have fallen that second. But lost against Wolves. Can Maresca play the ball off this Christmas, please? It's won by us for a throw-in. Because, of course, Musiala with the interception. Miranda plays to Maresca. Now Peters. Ali. Blanchard. Why is it stopped? That could work, actually. Carlson tries to poke it in. And there's a Martin of their own on the other side, I think. Defended that one. It's not our Martin, obviously. We've still got him. He's on the bench. Actually, is he on the bench? Did I put Chavez on the bench? I'm going to check now. I forgot. Fuck it. Right, Chavez gets next game, regardless. Starts next game because I meant to put him on the bench. Forgot. Way the road. Blanchard. Ball in. Heavy. Sutherland is headed away by Matoro. It's come to Carlson. Right, so when I press the direct A pass, you want to put it there, do you? Huh. Right. Understood. Blocked by Blanchard. Can't win it back. Carlson. has fallen over trying to win the header. Just reference. Leon Bailey pokes it through. Good save. I think it was Tammy with a shot on it, or was it Ansu? I'm not sure. I didn't see who it was who shot it. I think it might have been Ansu. It's a good ball through anyway, and it nearly led to a Spurs goal because my defending was shit again. Throw it to Lindstrom, now Fati coming back in with it. Played off to Musiala, it's blocked. And it's going to be a corner again. Musiala's shot blocked here by Aidan Sutherland. It looked as if Abraham might have gotten in the way of his own man's attempt there as well. They're going to go short again. Lindstrom gets away from Ali into Musiala on one more. Very wild effort from Leon Bailey. If Spurs are going to shoot like that, I'll not get any problems. The home fans well and truly behind Tottenham here. Of course, the travelling fans, travelling contingent, I don't know how many have travelled for this one, but they'll be wanting to see the pool go through. Blanchard might take one from range. Not anywhere near the amount of power I intended to have on that one. Ali to win that, not quite. It's won by Fati, but Bull gets the ball, brings it away from Tammy. Now De Oliveira, Peters, Blanchard, Carlson, one more perhaps. Into the path of Enzo Maresca. That's not his name, it's Fernando, because Enzo's the Leicester manager. But Fernando Maresca makes it 1-0. And will he be staking a claim to more first-team football? Great movement from number 7. Great play by Blanchard and Carlson. Carlson just about keeping hold of it. Number 14 came in to press him there, but he held on. And Maresca just fires it with venom past Ederson, who couldn't do anything if he wanted to. Brilliant finish. 1-0 Hartlepool just before the break. Might be what we needed. Fernando Maresca. First goal of the tournament. Genuinely could be his first goal of the season. I don't even know. I thought Maresca scored in the Walsall game, to be honest, but then I realised it might not have been Maresca. It might have been Serrano I used. For whatever reason. Don't know why I used him in the cup game. Ref. Love that. Get that booking out. Sessegnon yellow carded there. Rightfully so too. Ali cut inside and Sessegnon just pushed him to the floor. Can't do that. A little chipped ball in, hopefully, to Billy Bull here. I wanted to power shot it, but I don't think I'll have time now. You know what? It wasn't a million miles away. It's a centre-back shot, but it was dipping. Ederson wasn't 100% sure, neither was Jabu. It could have gone anywhere. Headed on, but we're going to win the ball back here and hopefully go in into the half-time break. We'll go to the good, but if we can get time for a second here, perhaps. I don't know. Young. All the way in. Backwards to Blanchard to the area. Oh, what a goal, Achille! That's what we needed. Beautiful. "30 seconds before half-time, we double our advantage with a brilliant goal from the edge of the area. I think Ederson's vision was blocked. Didn't see the ball till late. And the number 10 of Hartlepool took full advantage of that. 2 to the good now here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Just before the break as well. Perfect timing. Fans not happy with Spurs. They've had a couple of half chances, but they've been wildly put wide, I guess. not really been any ability behind the shots, I suppose. Maresca with a goal, and I thought maybe we'll have to hold on to that, but Blanchard and doubles our lead just before half-time. Gives us a great lead at the break. Take a look around the grounds then, because there's not as many matches this time. West Ham lead Fleetwood 1-0. Leicester lead Wolves 1-0. It's 1-0 to Manchester City over Bristol City. 1-1 between Hull and Everton. 1-0 to Shrewsbury over Liverpool at Anfield. Now, I'm sure that's going to be changing and Liverpool will win. But my God, what if they don't? Stoke lead QPR 1-0. It's 0-0 between Preston and Cardiff. 1-0 to Brighton over Aston Villa. 1-0 to Leeds over Luton Town. 1-0 to Newcastle over Middlesbrough. And 1-0 to Manchester United over... It's not 1-0 to Manchester United at all. They play later. I just got in the rhythm of saying 1-0. Manchester United and Norwich play later on at Old Trafford. 60-40 in terms of possession in favour of ourselves. 8 shots to 6 as well. 2 expected goals to 1.2. They've only had 2 shots on target. We've had 4. And we put 2 of them in the back of the net. So, let's see if we can run this through a second half. And if so, maybe freshen up the squad a bit for our next league game. I want to say against Palace, but I do not remember. It might be someone else before Palace, and then it's Palace. I know Arsenal at the last game. I don't remember anything before that. And I do not remember, to be honest with you. It's... Can I switch my centre back? Fucking... Okay. Thank God Musiala's just planning on running off the pitch there, because it took about 3 position... Or 3... I don't know if it changed my player, but I pressed the button 3 times to try and get to that centre back to watch Musiala there. I'm glad Musiala had no plans with that, because that could have been disastrous. Straight out the gate in the second half. If they get one back before the 60th minute, this game is blown wide open again. On the other side of it, if we get a third, we're in complete control. Young's turned Spence again. Now Blanchard keeps it in his stride. Carlson. It's going to be 3. It's going to be 3 to Hartlepool United. We're already through, I think. We've dropped points in this situation before, so I'm not going to say we're definitely through. But we're in a very good spot now. Spurs are falling apart. If you don't include the half-time interval, we've gone 3-0 up in an 8-minute period. Jesper Karlsson adding to Maresca and Blanchard's first half efforts. I don't want to say, will we see another 9-1? Because it's very unlikely. But Spurs are not feeling it today. 5 goals in 2 matches for Jesper Karlsson. Because 4 of them came against the first one in Walsall. I think Leicester, or Leeds, are leading still, but Luton have one back. It's poor from Spurs. You expect this from his super team. Ali to Maresca. He's going to need someone else. Blanchard from range. He's straight at Ederson. Power couldn't hold on to it, but gets the second attempt. Ali wins it. Now Blanchard can't win it. Peters can't win it over Musiala there, but we do get the ball with Miranda. We've been doing very well here. Carlson, I've aimed at Maresca. Just decided not to go to it. Musiala gets in the way anyway. Let's see if signed what I assume is a backup DM in Kamara. Tackle. I'll get the ball. Thank you, Fatty. Sorry, that was really mean. That's his name, by the way, just for reference, not like an insult. Ali struggled today. Wonder if Robert should have been on the bench. Because Young's been really good. Ali's not been found. Should have played that through to Carlson. Young. Tried to go around both. I wanted to go around both and take a shot. Maybe I should just power it from the edge again. Peters wins it back though, but then loses it. We have to bring on Diop soon as well. In fact, we can probably make our changes. We're 3 up. In a very good position. Partridge can have another run out. See if he can do anything. Diop can come on because he wants game time. Only because I'm only doing that because he wanted game time. Pages has been fantastic, and Dickinson as well. Probably should have started him, but we'll bring him on too. To freshen things up a little bit. Bailey tried to play it in. Fatty back to Bailey. It's blocked by Billy Bull. Into the hands of Nicholas Nielsen. There's not much to do today, truth be told. What he has had to do, he's done well. And Spurs play City next. Is it bad to ask Spurs for favour after we've beaten them? Maresca, good fall to Carlson. Oh, lucky rebound there, but Edison equal to it. But yeah, is it bad if I ask for a favour from the team I'm dumping out the FA Cup? Triple substitution for us. They're bringing on Cody Gakpo for Bailey. Presumably not in goal this time, but who knows. Young to deliver. Ball in. It's headed away by Sessegnon. Now Young back to Maresca. Edge of the area. Edison gets a strong hand to it. Tamori. Get it away. Spurs fans are very unhappy with their team's performance today. You're a Hartlepool fan though, you're ecstatic, especially after that one little loss just against Wolves there. Sutherland does well and keeps it in. Maresca sends that man to the floor. Oh, they've done it again. They've done it again. Who's in net this time? What the fuck? Udogi's coming off for it. What is happening? So they don't actually have a goalkeeper on now. This game is broken to fuck. Ederson's been brought off for Udogi. Ansu Fati's now in between the sticks. Everyone is in the wrong place. I think they've just given up. They've just put on Edison for Udogi. Ansu Fati is in goal. If we don't add a couple more here, boys, I'll be very upset. If we have the chances, then fair enough, but... Partridge. Tackled by Martin. Is it a corner or a goal kick? I'm not entirely sure. We're talking about the next game. I think we're talking about our next game. I didn't see who it was. Young. Ali. All the way in. 4-0. I mean, yes, they have a winger in net. I understand that. I am fully aware of that. But I think even if they have Ederson or whoever their goalkeeper is in net, that's not going to get stopped. Ali moves all the way in. And he finishes it with brilliance. Again, Fati hasn't got there, but I think it goes in anyway. That's going to be hard for even the best of keepers to get. It's 4-0. Taha Ali. And I know before I said maybe it won't be 9-1. But that was before they put their keeper in goal. Again. I was talking about how they shouldn't do that, and then they went and bloody did it again. It's going to get ridiculous purely because they've put Ansu Fati in goal. And it's Aaron Partridge's first goal in a Hartlepool shirt. I don't know how much you can celebrate it because Fati's in net. Whatever reason. It's a disaster. Although that, from Partridge, is top tier finishing. Again, another one that I don't think an actual goalkeeper could save. It's 5-0. And it probably ain't done. I don't really want to score anymore because it wouldn't be realistic, but I want to score more because it'd be fucking funny. Scoring 15 goals in your first two FA Cup rounds. We're on 14 currently, 9 past Walsall, 5 past Tottenham. It's put De Oliveira out of position, but I mean, I wasn't. The thing is, I wasn't even worried. Their finishing today has been abysmal. Off comes Jed Spence. I didn't see who came on. I'm presuming Pedro Porro on the Elmas at right back. I don't. Do you know what? Be interested to see where all these players are at the end of this game in their positions here. Where the gaffers put everybody. No wonder Stellini got sacked. Partridge, he went for it, you know. Why not? When there's a winger in net, why not? Nearly had an overhead kick from Aaron Partridge. Why not? You might as well give it a go when there's a defender, or sorry, a winger in the goal. Corner Hartlepool. It's been carnage, truth be told. They've battered us in this career mode before, so we're just going to call it revenge. Maresca. Let's try a long shot. Sliced it with his left. It could have snuck in that corner, but just over the top from Fernando Maresca. I feel bad, you know. What a save. I say what a save. I shot right at him, but still. Always seems to happen to the Spurs. It's happened to either Spurs or City in most games. Like it happened to Liverpool once as well. It's just ridiculous. Why did it do this? Oh my. Get Tammy out of that club. Get Tammy Abraham out of that club. How many sitters has he missed? I love Tammy Abraham. One of my players in the Man United career mode a couple of years ago, but what the fuck is going on here? It might have been him in the Man United career mode in this game that I used him, I don't know, but what I do know is that is awful. Blanchard. Young. Partridge. He's absolutely hit that. And there's nothing I can do about it. Doesn't really matter though. The game's over in it. I mean, could take it down and put a nice little target. Doesn't matter. Got his first goal today with a brilliant finish. How long have we watched this bastard highlight for? Jesus Christ. I'll put my controller down. That should be game, set, and match. It's a lot more convincing than I planned. We were already 3-0 up before Ederson went off for whatever reason. 2 extra ones after Fati went in there. Probably could have scored more, but I didn't want to make it look ridiculous. Ridiculously unrealistic, to be honest. It was 5 different scorers as well, wasn't it? Maresca, Blanchard, Carlson, Ali and Partridge. 5 goals for Hartlepool over Tottenham Hotspur. Doesn't tell the whole story of the game, but we were the better side. Oh Christ, excuse me, I'm trying not to yawn. Taking a look at the stats, we definitely deserved it. Spurs' shooting was absolutely awful. They look like the Spurs of old. 56-44 in terms of possession. 20 shots to 9. 5.8 expected goals, 2.5. It was a whitewash, should be told. Interesting to see where all their players ended up in the end. Man of the match goes to Achille Blanchard with a goal and an assist at 9.1. Leading that front line, as always, with a brilliant performance. Seo Yun Young with 2 assists and an 8.5. Doing well against, well, I always say it's his pre-gen's former club, but it doesn't make a lot of sense. Basically, it's his former club, except he was a human son in the past life. I don't really know how to explain it. You get what I mean, though. Maresca with a goal and assist from midfield, an 8.3. Another goal and assist as well from Jesper Karlsson in the FA Cup. He's got 5 now in just 2 games. 8 rated for him. Sutherland again, solid. Taha Ali with a goal. I've clicked the wrong thing. We'll look at it in a second. Taha Ali with a goal and 7.8. and the other goal coming from Aaron Partridge in his debut, his debut goal. Debut in the FA Cup as well, technically, but his debut goal. 7.3 for Nielsen. 2 shots on target all day. Saved him quite easily. Was not really a challenge for him today. As for Spurs, now what do we look at here? How do you read this? So Ansu Fati, goalkeeper, by the way. He was meant to be a winger, of course. Completed 6 dribbles, 1 tackle, which he missed. But he was the man of the match of that fucking Mickey Mouse outfit there. 4 shots, 2 saves, 2 conceded. Fair play and a goalkeeping performance that you didn't expect from Ansu Fati. Maturo was the best actual player in his correct position, 7.2 rating. Marti was 7.1. Lindstrom, who is a DM, I believe, or centre mid, was playing right forward. He got 7.1. Tamori was in the right place. Jed Spence, right mid, fair enough. He's a right wing back. I'm not going to talk about that too much. Tammy Abraham, fucking hell, his shot accuracy, his shooting today was poor. Ederson, left wing. I don't know why they keep trying this, but it never works. Leon Bailey, right wing, gave it his best. Jamal Musiala, ghosted today, truth be told. Brian Sessegnon, he's a wing back as well, I believe. Got a yellow card early, so left mid into too bad. Cody Gakpo didn't get put in goal today. Left forward, which is probably his best position. Elmas is a cam, so right mid ain't awful. And Destiny Udogie at right centre mid is an intriguing one, and he's a left wing back. It's a disaster for Spurs, quite frankly, but what matters is we got through into the next round a lot easier than I expected. So let's restart the match and we'll try. Liverpool drew with Shrewsbury. Shrewsbury had taken it to a replay at Anfield. That's intriguing. I wonder if there's any other upsets. I mean, technically this is an upset. I don't know if anyone expected this to win with so much control. But we advance to the 5th round. I'd say so. But yeah, maybe it flattered us a little bit, but it didn't. I'm just trying to be nice to Spurs. 5-0. I left Martin out of the lineup because I wanted to rotate, mate. Was that an issue? Oh, that's a very good question because Martin was the best defender against Wolves, but just to give him a break, you know. Serrano development schedule. I think his potential is 89, which he seems to have hit. And are expanding our brand. Well, we've done the cup wins. We don't need to sign players born in North America. I'm only going to do that absolutely if I have to. For if manager rating goes down the shitter, which I don't think it will. But yeah, Serrano now at 89. We need to see a bit more of this, to be honest. I may have honestly, I probably fucked him over a bit by converting him to a cam. When he maybe isn't one. But on the flip side, we had enough wingers, and I wanted to bring him in, so here she goes, unfortunately. Diop was happy to get the minutes. And might as well advance. Deadline day coming up, and then we've got Burnley first. Right, okay. Chavez, I don't want to sell him, but if the right offer comes in, maybe we could go get someone else. Teal Keepot is not it from Spezia. Probably won't sell him, but you just never know. Do we want to make a big move on deadline day, perhaps? Just to switch things up. Match rescheduled. I'm presuming that's moved to April because our next FA Cup match is in March. Billy Bull offer from Napoli. Not happening. I respect the money. That was good money for him, but it's just not happening. Do we want to make a deadline day signing? I don't think we need to. But should we just anyway, just for banter? I'm gonna say no. I'm going to say no. Leipzig want Sutherland. Not in your wildest dreams are you getting Aiden Sutherland. Same goes here. No way in your wildest dreams you get an Ike Martin. Tell you what, we've got a couple of players here on the transfer list, right? Why don't you go for? I know they're not incredible, as you can tell, average. Why don't you come in for them? Just gonna let the clock run down because we're on FIFA 23 and we can't skip all the way through deadline day. Which is what I would do if I could. Miranda, offer from Milan and Manchester City. Both to be declined, along with Billy Bo. Our backline is a lot of fucking demand. Dennis Meyer actually looks like quite a good young striker, you know. But we're not going to get rid of Billy Bull. And we already got our good young striker in Aaron Partridge. Got his debut goal past Ansu Fati. Stop coming in for my defenders. Right, Maresca perhaps. Ooh. Anton Johnson. That's one I'll accept. Get him off the books. I know he did alright against Walsall, but it was Walsall. Fernando Maresca. I don't know, you know. We'll leave that for a second. Chavez, decline. And Nielsen, decline. Don't know where Norwich even have got 53 million from. Now, I'm just going to have a little nosy round to see what we... I've got the scouts out there because I fucking put them all back in for the Where Are They Now stuff. Right. I'm going to have a little scout around to see what centre mids are on offer, really. And basically what I'm doing is we're going to go scour all the other Premier League clubs and see what youth academy midfielders they've got. If any. So we'll turn this to any. Centre mids. If there's any better than Maresca, maybe we try and make something happen here. I probably won't do it, but I'm just kind of curious just to see what the options are around here. See if there's any ridiculous midfield. I mean, obviously it's Kovacevic, but we don't want anyone to start. Excuse me, start. Hiccups. And I don't really want to weaken. Do you know what? I don't really want to weaken other Premier League clubs. Let's try and look out with Jude Bellingham. We could bring him in if he wasn't a real player. I think I'm probably not going to bring anyone in this late. Now I reckon that's us, which is A-okay because we've got one hell of a squad. Again, it's not going to be a squad that if this challenge somehow doesn't work, this career mode doesn't work. It's not the squad that's fucked it. It's the person with the controller because honestly, this squad is absolutely top tier now. We built it from the ground up. If anyone messes it up, it's me. We're just done Bundesliga. Let me just plug my brain in. See if anyone from the Eredivisie. I doubt it, but you just never know. Fuck it. I'm not going for all the leagues. We'll just have a quick look at the shortlist. Is there anyone I want to bring back? Anyone want to bring back to the club? Or just anyone that's a centre mid that's good? Christ, look how many fucking wingers and that we've had. Low key, I kind of want to, you know. I kind of want to bring Savka Nezovic back. He never got a fair shake, did he? I'm genuinely considering it because he never got a fair run. We have got some good midfielders on here. Christoph Schumacher, Jack Cochran, of course. One of the best midfielders to ever be. Milan Kovacevic, the Modric regen, of course. Lebohang Malangu, class talent. Fran Marino as well. Bobby Hobbs. It's going to cost him quite a bit to get back, but get him back here. And I think Nezovic might have been a good idea on a different timeline, but I think we're going to leave him at Inter. Just in case we're going up against Inter, it could be good to reunite against him rather than with him. And I think with that Maresca offer, we're going to say no to it. I was always half thinking about bringing Nezovic back down the line, but never really been a good time for it. And I think it's probably best to not bring him back. Mallorca coming in for Nielsen, decline that. And Miranda, 68.8 million plus. Joaquin Sosa is going to get declined as well from Bologna. They're building a bit of a unit over there. They've got Ramsdale now. Start from the back and try to work their way up the pitch, it seems. Might get a couple more offers, but I think, well, Anton Johnson won't be leaving. Ike Martin for 93.8 million from Wolves. That's some good money from both Wolves and Hellas Verona. I don't know where Verona got the money from, but with this last rejection here for an offer from Felix Chavez, we're going to close the window and we're going to run with this team for the rest of the season. All we can do is pray that I can play a football simulator that I've been playing for ages and do it well. So, that is going to be it for the January transfer window. That's going to be it for all the transfer windows now. Just a little taster before we go to it towards the end of the episode. Biggest deal in January was what? Probably ours with Partridge, perhaps. What was the biggest deal in January then? It's September onwards. Nürnberg going from Barcelona to Leipzig. We didn't give them Sutherland, so they've gone to Leipzig and said, can we have Mendes? And they've said yes. So it's a little taster there. We'll take a look at all of them at the end of the episode. Just the January ones, so because I've already seen the summer ones. Then we'll look at our own business as well to end today's episode. But up next, ladies and gents, Burnley. We have to win, because if we don't, it might give, well, it will give City the chance to overtake us. They've got Tottenham, so it could be a difficult struggle. But we need to do our own business before we think about anyone else's. So, let's see. We can do it. Before that, though, news. Hartlepool keep clean sheet against Spurs. A solid display from Hartlepool United's defence saw Shabalala's men keep a clean sheet against Tottenham Hotspur and claim a final victory. We played really well anyway, but then they just fucked themselves over. Southampton beat Colchester. I bloody hope so. Team of the week. In that, from our team, we only have one player, but we do have a player in, thankfully. It's Seo Jun-Jung, who gets in on the left-hand side. Nianzou signed from, where did it say? From Roma to Burnley. Actually looks like quite a solid little defender, so fair play. And Hartlepool versus Burnley. Both teams looking to win this time. We drew last time, as you know. Hartlepool United plays host to Burnley in the last encounter between two teams. That game ended in a stalemate. Today, neither team will be satisfied with a draw, and both will be going all out for the win. And the next step towards Hartlepool, or towards the title for Hartlepool, is Burnley. The next hurdle to be overcome on the title charge for Hartlepool United is a game against lowly Burnley. The high-flying outfit should have little trouble in collecting the 3 points from this encounter. However, it is me playing. The leaders need to make sure they don't slip up against a team their strong favourites sweep aside. Anything less than a win would hand the initiative to the chasing pack. And FC Nantes really wanted fucking Dickinson. And they wanted him so much. They wanted him so much that they didn't even bid for him. That's how much they wanted him. Bayern actually did bid for Chavez, I believe, but we declined it. But they really wanted Dickinson so much that there wasn't even an offer. Did I block offers? Is that why? I didn't even block offers, so they could have offered. They just didn't want to. What's the loan growth looking like while we're here? Just a little quick check. Kamal up to 67, Hansen up to 68, and Colsey 68. Morgan is 68 now as well. I mean, it's good loan growth. Jasper Wheeler, I should say, will really grow into a good player, but it just won't be in time for us. Lingren looks really good as well, but again, too little too late, unfortunately. We had our team set for a while. Premier League Player of the Month shortlist. Sutherland doesn't get a nomination. Interesting. Can't retain his Player of the Month crown. It's Schreiber for Leicester, Hernandez for Leicester, Evan Nielsen for Norwich, and Delap for Brighton, the nominees. I'm surprised at that. Chelsea versus Manchester United play each other at Stamford Bridge. And with some, I guess, some transfer news to end the window. Riccielli goes to Stade de Reims. Martin and De Oliveira wanted by Roma. Wolfsburg wanted Shevchuk, a centre forward from Ukraine. Johnson says no to Stahl. I don't know how that's very good news, but fair enough. I would like to have had him gone. And Ramiro Varela goes to Frankfurt. So, we get to this third game of the episode then, after the previous press conference. How my earphones got tangled when I tangled them. Yep, we're not selling anyone that I want to sell. So, or want to keep even. We're selling people I want to sell, they'll be hopefully sold, but Johnson's didn't go through. So it's just about money. He's been here for 9 years, and he ain't going nowhere. Not quite one of the OGs, but season 1, Douglas Moffat. Anton Johnson, I'm happy he's a bright prospect, but we didn't need him. He's not an important part of our plans. I put him on a transfer list for a reason. Last time the teams met, the game finished in a 1-1 draw. Two sides pretty evenly matched. Yeah, we have to give it our all this time. We should have won it last time, but they ended up getting a point off us. I think they actually scored first and we had to equalise, if memory serves me correct. Well, game number 3 then. Burnley in 13th. Hartlepool sit top. Before we do go in here, actually, we better check who we've got in the 5th round of the FA Cup. And it is nobody yet. So why is our match being rescheduled? Those are the replays still to happen. Shrewsbury took Liverpool to replay. Imagine if Shrewsbury beat them. Watford and Swansea, Stoke City, QPR, Cardiff, Preston all be replayed. West Ham, Leicester, Manchester City, Hull, Brighton, Leeds, Hartlepool, Newcastle, Manchester United, Arsenal, Burnley, and Southampton will all advance to the 5th round, and then 4 of these teams will also be on their way to. Why did I can't speak apparently? Why did the match get moved? Is my question. I'm guessing that's where it's going to be, the 5th round, presumably. And that's why I moved Bournemouth all the way over here now. Alright, no worries. Burnley next. Let's just focus on the task at hand now. They're always annoying to play because they always seem to get something against me when they shouldn't. Hurtado goes back in the sticks. I'm going to give Chavez a game because I said I would. And it's going to be risky. We're going to go with Chavez and Martin. Dickinson starts on the right. Moffat bench for you today. Actually, no, fuck it. Moffat starts. Fuck it. Fuck it, fuck it, fuck it. Peters, Maresca today, midfield. And Young on the left. That's going to be how we go. Going to put Wilson in the reserves. We didn't get minutes against Spurs, so we're just going to leave him on the bench. The captaincy's decided just to go to whoever it bloody well wants. Anyway, take a look at the team then to face Burnley. Hurtado in between the sticks. Moffat, captain and left back. Dickinson, right back. Chavez and Martin, the centre backs. Peters, CDM / centre mid. Maresca, centre mid / cam. Roberts off the right. Young off the left. Carpenter and Blanchard leading the line today. We need players to put the ball in the net. And we'll put our 2 best up top because, my God, we're going to struggle otherwise because we can't usually beat Burnley of all teams. No concurrent matches. We've got the early kickoff. So at Victoria Park, it's Hartlepool versus Burnley. game numero tres, as they say in Spanish. They have to say tres, but it's fine. I don't know what to expect, because we lost 1-0 to Wolves and we beat Spurs 5-0. My phone's bugging out, so bear with me. Right. I've not got a bad little team. They've benched Fagioli, which is interesting.
Thank you. Enjoy the game.
Let's see what we can do. I beg we win. Like, just in case Man City do beat Spurs. We need to be on. We will be on task here. This game's given us a lot of opportunities to stay top, especially when we've lost. So we need to take some of these opportunities. Man City have dropped a lot of points like us recently. We need to try and find a gap. We had a 4-point gap, but we've fallen that shit apart as well. Blas and Payton, there's a little battle in there, and it's going to be Burnley will get a free kick in the end, which is interesting because he kicked me too. Grr. No. Thank God. I think Martin did enough to put him off, but imagine if we just conceded inside fucking 3 minutes against Burnley. It's happened before against a smaller team. I think it was Brentford we conceded really early. Not this. I don't think it was this season. It might have been this. I don't know. All rolls into one at this point. Blanchard. Maresca! Oh, Fernando! Juan Carlos Serrano, watch yourself, mate. The Spaniard is taking your place. A good counter-attack. Blanchard puts it to the path of Maresca, just volleys it. What a finish. Admittedly, keeper probably could have done a bit better, but that's still a great goal. And Fernando Maresca is firing. We rejected an offer for him on deadline day. A couple of offers for him on deadline day, I think, actually. The main one, I can't remember who it's from. Point is, we didn't sell him. I'm glad we didn't, because he's been on his fucking shit recently. A really good season, to be honest. Really underrated season. Serrano obviously has the numbers, but with goals, assists and that. Blas is attacking now. I need to sneeze. Great save, Hurtado. Managed to fucking mute in time to sneeze. I hate when I get tackled like that and I can't see anything because I've got sneeze face. But Hurtado bailing us out there from Blas, I believe it was, at the shot, or was it Skamaka? I don't remember. Either way, they had a chance. Hurtado bails us out from equalising almost, or them equalising all immediately. Christ almighty, the sneezes sneak up on you like a thief in the night. Roberts try to go around Triffer, it doesn't work. But Blanchard tries to press. Keep pressing, it could work, but Roberts is not in position, and it switched off my player that I want to use without me pressing LB. isn't that fine and dandy. Chavez closes that down. Had a game so far today. Felix Chavez gets this one because I forgot to give him the last one. Well, a bench spot in the last one. I think he was ever going to start him. Maresca. You know what? He's got the confidence bug and I like it. He's got the confidence to shoot a bit more. I'm very happy about it. I really like that. Ball through. Oh, it's just gone. Oh, I love Hurtado, man. It's just gone and switched to the wrong centre-back there. Obviously, it would have been better if I'd gone to the other one. Whichever one I was controlling, I didn't want to be that one. It looks Skamaka wide open. I go into Chavez to try and close it down, but Hurtado was equal to it, thank God. I'm having two lanky centre-backs sometimes is you can't get them moving when you need to. Oh, my God. I don't know who just cleared that off the line. I'm going to have to check it in a minute when we get out of danger. I think it was Douglas Moffat, but I'm just going to double check that in a second. Oh, my God. It's just going to give them it back. Right, boys. What's going on? First of all is this. I don't know who headed this into danger in the first place. Or did they header it? Well, Roberts went up for it, missed it. Sent on to Skamaka, who had beaten Hurtado, and it is Douglas Moffat who was on the line to prevent the goal. We did get it away initially, and then he came back in with another effort. Hurtado saved it at his near post. But there you go again. The goal decision system's there. GDS and that. No goal. Off the line, Douglas Moffat. Headed in by Ludwig Blas. It's held. I remember Blas a while back in the championship was top scorer, I believe, for Burnley from midfield. So he's not anything to be messed with. Why does he want to try and do the hard pass when the easy pass is right there? Can I switch? Fucking, oh my God. It really doesn't want me to switch player this game. That's why we're going to concede at some point, because I take about 3 days to switch players. Skamaka wins the header as well, because he's like 7'3". Let's make sure he doesn't get it on his head too many times. Nothing is working right. At least I'm so glad we have a goal, because nothing has gone well since. Feels like it's a smash and grab kind of affair against Burnley of all teams. I just don't have anyone to pass on to there. I wanted to go to Maresca, but even he was marked. They're going to equalise, it's just a matter of when. Great by Martin. Skamaka with the press, but Chavez is there. And then it's just, fucking, please, at once. Just once. Give me the ball when I've won it back as well. Fuck off. Oh, okay, lovely. Martin, good job. I'm tackling well, but I'm just not being allowed to keep the ball. My passing is awful. Blanchard now, through on goal. Do you know what? Sometimes I just don't have any words. I've obviously not aimed it there, have I? I've aimed for the bottom corner, the bottom right-hand corner. I tried to curl it around. I guess it just didn't curl. I don't know. Skamaka's had 5 shots. That's Blanchard's first shot of the game. Martin beats Skamaka to that one. Young. Carpenter. Blanchard. Back to Carpenter. Inside. Oh, right. Breathe now. Deep breath. Just regain our composure. Because Burnley have been all over us. We don't deserve a second. Luca Carpenter continues his goal-scoring ways. It's actually his first goal this episode. It's a great finish under the keeper into the far corner. Bobbles a bit, which I think the keeper probably misreads, truth be told. Carpenter there. Puts this 2-0 up. I love stuttering a lot, as you can tell. Because I've got too many things I'm trying to think about. I'm trying to get too many words out of my mouth at once. And it kind of all just bunches up. 16th goal of the season now for Luca Carpenter. Douglas Moffat, good tackle. Maybe the confidence rising now for Hartlepool. Carpenter, now Blanchard. He's got the pace to get ahead of Nianzu. Turns his man. Oh, wrong side of the post. Didn't curl again as much as I didn't curl at all, to be honest. I wanted a bit more curve on it. Turn up to the good, thank God. I'm just concerned when they get back in. Inevitably, they will score. I'm just wondering how many it's going to be when they score. Is it going to be 1 goal? Is it going to be 2 goals? How many is the game going to give them? I can't get anything done with Blanchard. We're going to have to make a move for him at some point this game, I think. Young tries to take it inside, but it's read well. And I've committed Moffat here now, so they've got free rein down the side. They haven't taken advantage of said free rein. Oh, now they have. Because I tried to go Pages and it committed Moffat again. And Hurtado with a strong hand to it. Blast now. Corner. Roberts, please head it out of the area this time, thanks. Young gets caught. It's Kamaka. Interesting attempt. By interesting, I mean dumb, obviously. Oh, Blanchard. You don't get called Blanchard. You don't get the fancy pronunciation if you mess up. Chavez should win that. Does. And we'll bring it away. I'm hoping that's it for the half, but in my passing, I'm not entirely sure. Blanchard. It's not his day. Sometimes you just don't have your day. Today's not Blanchard's. Fabry tries to get into Maresca, but it's not going to happen. And to end the half, we lose a header. It's 2-0 at the break, though. We'll take that happily in the early kickoff. Maresca and Carpenter, the goal scorers. Scott Twine's not done much. I didn't even know he was on the pitch, to be honest. And he's had a shot on target. It shows. Take that at half time, though. All these other games can be played later. Southampton, Brighton, Liverpool, Brentford, Nottingham Forest and Leicester, Fulham and Arsenal, Chelsea and Manchester United, Norwich and Wolves, and Aston Villa and Crystal Palace. I wonder when City play them. Tomorrow, I think it is. I think they play the Sunday game. 59 to 41 in terms of possession. However, Burnley have had 9 shots to R6 and 2.4 expected goals to R2. It's a slight smash and grab, if we're being honest. But our players' quality seems to be doing wonders for us here, overcoming theirs. Damn it. Nearly. Moffat, good interception. Now Young has space. Oh, Young has a lot of space. He has a man in the middle as well. That is absolutely shit. For lack of better wording, that was fucking garbage. Peters. Now Young. Carpenter's asking it in the middle. I don't really know how else to get it to him other than that. Maresca. Carpenter, edge of the area. Blocked by McNally. Or McNally. Carpenter again. Bradley equal to it. You know what, might as well do it now. Blanchard's not really had his day, and I don't really want to bring his morale down. So what we're going to do, we'll bring on Partridge. Roberts. Peters. Towards Martin. Maresca wants to crack one. Didn't really want to do it on his weak foot, but you got to respect it. Young tries to get there, doesn't. Another movement from Burnley. Can mean counter-attack here. He's got Twine. Gets away from Dickinson. Martin, good block. And Hurtado with another save again. Can't prevent it from going for a Burnley corner though. Dickinson's been struggling a bit today, but I can't remember if I put Miranda on the bench or if it's Sutherland. Sutherland's on the bench, right? But it'd be fine. It'd be fine. It'd be right. Ball in. Delivered and caught by Hurtado. Young gonna try and make a bit of running room here. He's on one here in Nianzu. Try to cut him out of room, Maresca. I don't know why I didn't just pass it on to Carpenter. I didn't realise he was onside actually, to be honest, but when I did, I just should have passed it instead of arsing around a bit more, to be honest. That's on me. We have Palace next. Young makes the tackle, but because of the earlier kick, it's a foul. Not too bad, I suppose. Launch towards Peters. Maresca onto Partridge. Carpenter. Oh, crying out loud. I don't help myself in my passing, do I? Peters! Did not expect him to win the header. I didn't expect anyone to win the header. That's why I was quiet, but it's 3-0. Zakaria Peters. Fair enough, mate. You know what? Understandable. Great finish. Zakaria Peters. 3-0. I did not expect anything to come from that corner, but Peters moved in front of his man. I don't know if even that... How tall is he? I'll have to check his height in a second. He got in front of number 7 here, and Bradley did not expect it. Before we kick off here, we're going to make some changes first and foremost anyway. Serrano can come on and see if it can work any magic. Wilson as well, because Young's tired. And Diop will come on for that goal-scoring CDM that has scored a header at 5'7". Don't let your dreams be dreams. You can score headers even if you're 5'7". Zakaria Peters coming off now for Diop alongside Young for Wilson. And there was one other change I made. I forgot. Oh, it's Maresca for Serrano. But it's now 3-0 to the good. And even if Burnley do get one back, it should be points secured. First goal of the Premier League season for Zakaria Peters. It might be his first goal in the Hartlepool shirt, truth be told. They're giving me loads of room. And I still can't score. Partridge tried to go for the rebound. Give so much room there and I couldn't finish it off. Should have done though. That should have been 4. Carpenter, Wilson turns his man. Gonna try it. Wasn't great, was it? Took too long, a second too long, and the defender managed to close him down. Martin just gonna launch it all the way back. If that goes through Hurtado and into my own net, I'm quitting the game. I don't care. Oh my God, what? Right, there's so many issues here. One, what the fuck am I doing? 2. Where are all my players? If I'd lost me the clean sheet, I'd have cried, honestly. Where was everybody, though, to help me with that? Why are they leaving me so much space? Serrano, good effort. We're having like corner, 13 minutes left. Again, the points are probably secure, but how many goals can we get? Martin can't win that. But yeah, Zakaria Peters can. It's a very good game, this, isn't it? Roberts going to use Dickinson. I want to try to go a bit further out and put the cross in, but I fucked up. And there's no way Scott Twine's getting past like Martin today. Oh, very well today, the big German. Roberts, Serrano from range. Oh! That's how you announce yourself back in the team. Fernando Maresca has been in great form. Serrano says, right mate, pick that one out. Hold my fucking beer, says the Argentinian. Off the edge of the area, he hits this perfectly. What a goal! Well, now I've got selection headaches. Because even though Maresca's playing well, Serrano's got a lot more contributions. And, oh yeah, he's just scored that banger. Well, it's 4-0. And it might not be over yet. There might be another 5-0 on the way. There might be more. I don't know. This team lose 1-0 to Wolves and then they just cook from then on. Partridge can't play it back to Roberts. That's what I was trying to do, but it didn't occur. Unfortunately, now I've committed fucking Dickinson. I'm an idiot. Might be a goal here for Burnley. Never mind. Twine has shot that. It's an interesting choice to shoot from that angle. I don't really like Diop being a ball-holding midfielder. Where is my winger? I think Wilson was just trying to make an option for Diop, which I respect, actually. Well, I mean, we were talking about how Serrano's not been playing as well as of late. And he's just like, hold my fucking beer. Just goes and scores an absolute wonder goal. Late change, I think, now for the away side. It doesn't really matter. 4-0 up with 4 minutes to go. They didn't use Verscharen, that's why they messed up. Well, I mean, it's been a great day once again. But the only downside to this episode is we lost to Wolves at the start of it. And Wilson, I know he's got a runner there, but he's confident now. And it's... that is a shot, for reference. I think I just got tackled as I took it. And debut to forget for Nyanzu. Burnley have one more chance to get consolation here at Victoria Park. They're not going to get it. Oh, they are going to get the throw in. Right. They shouldn't have done. It took too long, pissing around with it on the edge of the box. The ref says enough's enough. They're already 4-0 up. Well, are we back? Are Hartlepool United back? 2 consecutive clean sheets. And I've got to say as well, if it wasn't for Hurtado, Burnley could have really stayed in this match. I don't think they would have won it in the end because we've got 4, but they had a lot of opportunities and they just didn't take them. Maresca, Carpenter, Peters and Serrano with the goals. I'm watching that Serrano one again because that was fucking delicious. Everyone's saying, well, I say everyone, I'm saying about how he hasn't really performed for me in the past 3 episodes. He goes, hold my fucking beer. Played inside to him, edge of the area, volleyed. Well, it wasn't volleyed, obviously, because it wasn't on the volley, but you get my point. It's a brilliant goal. He's hit that And it stayed hit. I don't usually watch goals unless they're like limbs goals at the end or hat tricks, but that deserves a second watch. What a goal, and a big win, especially as Burnley really put us to the sword. It maybe should have been 4-0, to be honest. 58 to 42 returns of possession, 16 shots to 15, 3.7 expected goals to 3.2. It wasn't a 4-0, but thank Hurtado, the defence, everyone today. Absolutely on their game. Man of the match goes to Douglas Moffat, like I tell you. Defence on their game. Douglas Moffat kept the right side silent. 8.3 from a Scotsman. Still has a lot to offer this club, and offer it he did today. 8.2 and a goal for Luca Carpenter. He just continues his scoring run, doesn't he? He continues his complete 180 in his career, where he goes from scoring no goals in about 4 months to scoring all the goals in however long we've been doing the season. Ricardo Hurtado, my personal man of the match. 12 shots, 12 saves, all over the place. Even when he made that mistake, / when I made it, he managed to make up for it and had a brilliant day in between the sticks. Zakaria Peters, I believe that's his first goal ever for us, but definitely his first goal in the Premier League. 7.7 with the header, and a solid defensive display as well. 2 assists from Ethan Roberts. Did ask for more contributions from him. Again, he said, sure, mate. 7.6 from him. Martin, solid as well. And everyone else, pretty decent. Serrano with a goal and a 7 rating off the bench. Goal from Maresca as well with also a 7 rating. It's hard to pick between those two, who I'm going to use for next game now. But 2 assists for Achille Blanchard and a 6.9. I think he deserves a bit more than a 6.9 for 2 assists. But who am I to fucking judge? These are the rest of the ratings. Partridge came on late. Didn't really do much though, so we'll allow him. Man of the match for them, if you could pick one, was Manu Sanchez. 7.6 at the back. 7.5 for Ludovic Blas as well. Tried to make things tick up top. Lino Miranda at 7.4 as well. And Skamaka, his efforts today, but he came up against a very good Hurtado, which is not what you want if you want to score goals. Jaden Bradley, 11 shots, 7 saves, 4 conceded. Not too bad, but the 4 conceded do not help the case at all. Especially that Serrano one. There's nothing they can do about that, though. We'll allow him on that one because there's nothing he can do. Those are the rest of ratings and player ratings for Burnley. So we'll go into post-match interview with a 4-0 win. I mean, we should have won, but it shouldn't have been 4-0. Let's fucking go. It looked today as if Burnley weren't ever going to be able to put your team under pressure, and the 4-goal margin proved that. A comfortable win. Why weren't your opponents able to compete today? They couldn't handle our attacking play. They were good, so I can't say we were better, because they put us to the sword, but Hurtado, what a man. Team managed to go one better against Burnley. Must be pleased. I'm fucking overjoyed. I don't want to be losing against them or drawing against them again. But we responded really well. Defensively as well, very good. Goalkeeping wise, very good. I don't think it does all but confirm Burnley's relegation, because they were in 13th before the game. But our job is just to win games. I don't think Burnley are relegated. I believe they were like 10 points out of a battle. So how they're in a relegation battle is beyond me. I don't think you can be in a relegation battle when your checks notes here 15th and 10 points clear, but I mean, maybe I'm in a different, I guess technically it is a relegation battle, but I don't think it'll go down. Wolves want Chavez. No. Wonder whether to accept some of these, because I hope we can do it in Season 9, but obviously if we accept some of these offers and we don't do it in Season 9, we'll have any team left. Spurs want Martin. No. Stop coming in for my defenders. Go find your defenders elsewhere, okay? Tournament prize money, which means we know who got in the 5th round. We'll chat in a second. Around 143k. That's it. Palace on 12 points. We have to be destroying these, like... City lost to Spurs. Oh my god. Oh my god. The 2-horse race has now got a 3rd horse entering from behind. And the rest of the teams could catch up as well. But we've also now got a 3-point gap, and we play bottom of the league next. They've only got 12 points all season, only 2 victories all season. We should run over these, really. Stranger things have happened in this career mode, though. Burnley have City. Okay. Spurs have Forest, which would be a struggle. Right. Okay. Cool. I'm happy with that. 2 more games to go then in this episode. We'll do a little save over so that there's progress. I'm very happy with how this episode's gone, except for the loss to Wolves, but what can you do? Sometimes you get beaten by the better team, and sometimes the game beats you itself. But in all seriousness, now Wolves deserved that win over us at the start of the episode. But anyway, Pato scores first goal of the season. Actually, was his first goal overall. I thought it was just in the Premier League, but it's his first goal overall. But he's a DM. He doesn't score much. He's like a Diop kind of type. He has got quite a lot of assists as well. Pato scored for the first time this season to push Hartlepool United to a 4-0 win against Burnley. Assist leader, I think this is Blanchard in it. Yep, 17 assists, 31 contributions altogether. There's nothing to complain about there, because he's got 31 contributions in 24 matches. He just doesn't slow down. 17 assists, 24 matches. Assists per match, 0.71. Average match rate, 7.4. And 14 goals. And taking a look at the team of the week. How have we got nobody in there from a 4-0 win? I just don't understand. Kepa can fuck off. He's the best goalkeeper in the world. We know that firsthand. But the rest of the players, some big names in there, to be fair. Watford beat Swansea. Crystal Palace seek redemption after Hartlepool defeat. Well, I mean, I don't want to be funny, but I think it's probably going to be a similar scoreline again. Crystal Palace will be keen to see their team redeem themselves today after having lost 5-0 to Hartlepool United last time they met. And Crystal Palace face uphill battle versus Hartlepool. Crystal Palace host Hartlepool United in a game that can have repercussions at both ends of the league table. Clearly, Crystal Palace have it all to do against their high-flying opponents, but it's a competitive division. If Hartlepool United have an off day, then we could just see one of the upsets of this season. I mean, you never know. You just never know, I suppose. Snatch win. It wasn't really a snatch. It was more well, I guess we did kind of snatch it, but we also scored 4, didn't we? So Hartlepool United supporters were in positive mood after coming away with a win from their last match against Burnley. Shabalala had obviously stressed to his players that it wouldn't take much to turn their draw in the previous fixture against Burnley into a win this time around. And the title charge continues. League leaders marched on in impressive fashion by wrapping up another 3 points against opponents from the bottom half of the table. Burnley were never really in contention in this game, and Hartlepool United continued their run at the top of the table. Brighton beat Southampton 1-0. Nottingham Forest beat Leicester 2-1. United beat Chelsea. You'll have to see that. 2-1. And Cucho Hernandez, player of the month for Leicester, their new striker. I don't know what happened to Rutter, but the nominees were Schreiber, Hernandez, both of Leicester City, Evan Nilsson of Norwich, and Delap of Brighton. I believe that's everything. But I also want to check who we got in the 5th round of the FA Cup. Probably someone big. It always is. I'm probably going to get like Liverpool or United or something. I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. Liverpool or United or something, and I get Manchester United. Look at the team still in, by the way, just for reference. Watford versus Manchester City, Hartlepool versus Manchester United, Liverpool versus Hull, QPR versus Southampton, Preston versus Arsenal, Leeds versus Newcastle, Leicester versus West Ham, and Brighton versus Burnley. I'd have taken any of those other ones apart from Brighton, probably, because it's got Kepa, the invincible Kepa. But I would have taken any of those other ones. We got Manchester United. If we're going to win this FA Cup, it's not going to be fucking easy. It is going to be a task. In capital letters. When does that fall then? It falls next episode. So we will still play both Galatasaray games. But we'll have an FA Cup game against Manchester United as well as league games against Newcastle and Fulham. Right. And we're getting through February, so I'm going to have to... Once I get back, I'm going to have to start working on the Where Are They Now, or I'll run out of time, genuinely. There's not many more to do, I don't think. I'm partway through Season 5 in terms of tracking back and looking for all the players, but... we need to get them done, I need to get them done as soon as possible. So, hopefully by next time, I'll have done more of them. Maybe I'll do some today, after this episode goes out. And... some tomorrow, perhaps. We've got a stream to do tomorrow as well. I've got to do NXT Vengeance Day predictions because I'm away for the actual event. But anyway, more on that I guess, in our time. We're going to get into this fourth game today against Crystal Palace, and we should be able to put these guys away without too much of a hassle. And I reckon Chavez gets another run out alongside Bull. It's been a while since we used Chavez and Bull. Martin was good too, but Oliveira needs some game time. He's 88 rated. It's hard picking because they're all good centre-backs. Right. Hurtado remains in after that display. Sutherland comes back in, although Moffat will be on the bench. Dickinson gets dropped because he really stank, to be honest, for being just straight up, dead up honest. Miranda comes back in. Peters was good, so he stays in. Serrano, he'll start, but despite that wonder goal, Maresca's still been playing well, so just keep an eye on it all. And Young's been doing really well, so Wilson can get dropped. With did you put Carlson on the bench or Partridge? We're gonna go with Partridge on the bench. But we're gonna go with both because we're only against Burnley. We could actually put one of them on the pitch. And it's gonna be Partridge we put on the pitch, I think. And we'll fully rest. Who do we want to fully rest here? Fuck it, Diop can have a break. Right, that's the team that we're going to roll with. Hurtado in goal. Sutherland left back and captain. Miranda right back. Chavez and Bull the centre backs. Peters, I've said that completely wrong. Peters, how you want to pronounce it? CDM so centre mid. Serrano centre attacking mid. Young up the left. Ali up the right. Carpenter and Partridge up top. We're at Selhurst Park. It should be probably the easiest win of the season because Crystal Palace are way down there. They're in last place, 12 points. I believe they're about 10 points from safety as well. I mean, if we do beat them today, it might confirm their relegation. I know it said it about Burnley, but Burnley are not in a relegation zone. Crystal Palace actually are. But this should be an easy win. Crystal Palace versus Hartlepool for the fourth game of today's episode then at Selhurst Park. What's up, Seb? Bull is class. Bull is my favourite defender. Even when he has a bad game, sometimes I still start him just because I like him. It's a bad thing, really. In fact, the main man of this series got 2 ACLs. Yeah, no, it's just my luck. I think of a person that I want to have be the main guy. And the game says nah. I'm hoping he can be back before the end. I don't know. The thing is, with Rodriguez, I don't know if I could start him for the Champions League final. Because he hasn't really had a big part to play in getting there. But on the other side of things, it's Rodriguez. So it's difficult to pick whether he starts at the Champions League final, if we get there. Because Carpenter's had a great season. He's turned his whole career around here. Blanchard's been really good. Carlson's been really good. And even Partridge, our new signing, he scored a couple. Well, he scored one. He's going to be... Oh, he's definitely going to be in the squad. And I want him... the thing is, I'll probably start him because I want him to captain the team. But does he deserve it, really? He can't help being injured, I suppose. And he was doing good before that. So it'll probably be alright. But I'm a little greedy with it. And I want to try and give as many people as I can a chance in the Champions League final if we get there. Speaking of chance, Partridge gets a chance. It's on his weak foot. That's awful. And reference well, bought in Partridge. When we were looking at strikers, I found Harry Kane's regen, and I can't turn that down. Yeah, he's a regen of Partridge is a regen of Harry Kane. I found it completely by accident because I was doing some stuff off screen and I was seeing what jobs I could join if I wanted to, like managerial jobs I could have if I wanted to. And I saw this guy for Partridge who played for Milan, and I was like, "Who's that?" So I researched him, and he was Harry Kane's regen. So I brought him in because just on the off chance that another striker gets injured, we've got him as an option. I can't find a way for his Palace defence while I'm talking about him. But yeah, he is the Harry Kane regen. Ali. Oh, Ali! A goal like his pre-gen. That's Mohamed Salah-esque there from Taha Ali. What a finish. Partridge, he's 81 rated at the moment, so he's still got room to grow. He's exciting prospect, so he's still got room to grow. I didn't want anyone too good because Rodriguez is going to come back. And if there's a chance it does go to a season 10, then it would be good to have someone who can grow a bit more. But what a goal from Taha Ali. Mohamed Salah-esque. The regen of Mohamed Salah channels Salah himself for that one. And it's going to go ugly for Palace quick. They are on 12 points. They've won 2 out of the games we play. I believe we're on 24 games played now. Or 26 games perhaps in the Premier League. And they have won 2. It ain't looking good, Brev, as they say. Been a yo-yo club his whole career mode, though. Serrano. Oh, that's a heavy touch, but he tries to go in for it. Loses out, as you can see, and I've left the space open. I am an idiot. I tried to go to the other centre back. It didn't work properly. And they've... Okay. I wanted to be... Is it Chavez I've started? I wanted to be Chavez there. It's a great finish from Plange. Actually, it's not even that good. Hurtado could probably do something about that. Are we going to see a shock at Selhurst Park? 1-1 now between Palace and Hartlepool. First place Hartlepool, last place Palace. After 15 minutes, there's a goal for each side. Because I'm biased, I'd argue our goal was better, but still. Partridge, off the weak foot. Montipo with a save. Don't you dare lose. I'll try not to. I'll do my best not to. After this, last game will be Arsenal. And then that's it for today's stream. And then I'm away between Thursday and Monday. I think I already said this. I'm away between Thursday and Monday. So there won't be an episode then. Ali gets his shot closed down. But when I come back, we'll do more again and we'll get it finished. Serrano tries one from range. Scored a brilliant goal last game. Try to replicate that. It's just everyone getting in the fucking way. I need to watch my defenders here. Oh my... No way. Right. Thank God, Hurtado. We are struggling against... Roy Hodgson masterclass. If he's still managing in 2031, then I don't really know, because he shouldn't be. Let the man rest, for crying out loud. But it's a Roy Hodgson masterclass so far. Miranda gives it to Serrano, who's made that move for Ali, who's still back. Partridge to take it on. Oh, he's... Why does he want to take it on his right foot there? Partridge might not be the one, you know. Might be a fraud. Granted, we've only had him 3 or 4 games. I'm not going to judge him too early, but if he takes it on his left foot, it's probably 2-1. I'm not putting Peters in the corner. Sometimes he can score from headers, even though he's only 5'7". Let's have Young swing it in. See what he can do. Towards Sutherland, it's away. Ali wins the header. He's going to go past Bull. All the way past him for some reason. Serrano. Similar range to where he scored from last game. Ali. Carpenter. Turns inside. Gets tackled. Good tackle. Even if we draw against Palace, I'd be so upset. because we made this gap against City now, and I don't want to lose that. 3 points clear of Manchester City. They lost to Spurs when we beat Burnley just there. We are letting them through way too much. I'm genuinely getting concerned. Either that or we need to find a second goal soon. Ali gets fouled there, but the ref's not going to even give an advantage for it, so I don't know what that was. Tried to find Serrano there, or Carpenter with Partridge. Didn't work out. Ali just can't find a room to shoot. There's no room to shoot. They're playing with about 8 defenders. And then they're countering on me and it's working. Good tackle ball. Good second tackle from Peters. And now they've actually got room. We've actually got room to break. Oh, Serrano. From range, it wasn't miles away. I think Hurtado had it covered. We're struggling a little bit. Maybe we just run out of goals. Scored so many this episode, maybe we've just run out. 5-0 win over Spurs somehow in the Cup. And a 4-0 win over Burnley. We did lose to Wolves 1-0 to kick off the episode. Oh, fuck off. Do you know what? I'm so glad we have Hurtado, man. We could have conceded about 50 or 60 by this point. Altogether in the league, I should say. Today we could have conceded about 4. Young tries to play it to Carpenter, not tallest. Problem having 2 smallish strikers. Peters, Partridge, Serrano, lovely. Great passing play. We regain the lead. It's an assist for Aaron Partridge. And a goal once again for Serrano. Maybe he's back. Maybe he's back. Montipo couldn't do much about it in the Palace net. And despite the Palace pressure, we take the lead. Carpenter plays it to Peters. Partridge on one more into Serrano, who tucks it away into the bottom right. Coolly taken from the Argentinian. Montipo rushed out to try and close the angle. Too little, too late. 2-1 Hartlepool. And it's double figures now for Juan Carlos Serrano. Of course, he is a striker. Well, he's a centre forward by trade. He could go striker, he could go cam, he could go winger. But cam was what we needed, so cam is where we put him when we signed him. And we signed him for free, don't you know? We got Juan Carlos Serrano for free. That deal, I mean, it was a deal I couldn't turn down. A class player for free. You just don't turn those down. Carpenter. Now Partridge. Can he score before the break? Turns his man. Takes the shot. What a save, Montipo. Young try to get it under his feet. Montipo again. Partridge has been lively. We've all been lively today. I don't know why it's not showing who Shabalala's talking to. Is there a witness protection program or something? Camera angle there, very poor. We'll just swing it in for the end of the half. How many minutes have we got? 3. In fact, actually, pull it short. And down the clock a little bit. Carpenter. Peters. Ali. Do you want to smash it? Not really. I got tackled and then we tackled each other. Okay, I thought I got the ball over Miranda, but I didn't. I'll keep running into my own players. If they equalise for half time, I'm going to be so pissed because I keep running into my own players. Great job, Chavez. I'm just going to run down the clock. Not risk anything here. Because I don't trust myself. Mohamed, no salad. That is Taha Ali. Except he has got the sauce. He's got the sauce of Salah. Great goal from him. Serrano gets the one that puts us in the lead. I can't believe we conceded against Crystal Palace. Well, there you go. 2-1 at the break. It's been a lot more lively than I expected. But we should be able to get this done over the line. I hope. 68 to 32 in terms of possession. 12 shots to 6. 2.6 expected goals to 1.1 as well. And we are just about in the lead. It's not convincing. Oh yeah, there's no other matches at the same time, so you just go straight to the second half. So one more game against Arsenal, and then we'll run down the biggest transfers and then our own transfer business for potentially the final season. Hopefully, not that I don't like this club, not that I don't like this season, this series, but hopefully it is the final season. Move on to something else. Carpenter, Partridge through the gap, out the gate, lays it off to Serrano. Oh, unselfish. That combination works again. Aaron Partridge into the path of Serrano, and maybe Serrano is back. And this is awful for Maresca, who's just been playing out of his skin recently, because Serrano has returned. I know that's a sweaty goal, but he's in the right place. He's confident again. He is definitely back. Maybe even gets the title of the episode. We'll just have to wait and see on what happens in these last couple of games. I don't really know what else to title the episode just yet. We had the Spurs game, we won 5-0, and we had Ansu Fati in goal. Oh, Partridge. He said that wrong. Partridge might not be it, you know. Goal sub coming off for Banked. Was that guy playing at right back with the number 9? What a shot. Yeah, it's headed up in the crowd, that one, a little bit. Carpenter tried to put instant pressure on. They've done well to get out of that situation. Chavez. Oh, no. I've got a horrible feeling they're going to score again. A slide tackle pass. How do you even do that? We'll get it away and we'll run again. The thing is, we just got more quality than Palace, but I'm bad at defending, so it's kind of a problem. Oh my god. I just need to review this. Because I feel like something, like, I wanted to be on defense. I wanted to be Bull here to try and close it out, and then Hurtado just got wrong footed. That could have gone so wrong. Thank God. Palace would have been back in it then. They hit the post. Ali. Serrano. Carpenter. Oh, Montipo with a great save. Carpenter just tried to place it. And it could have been 4. They're giving us a lot of room to work with as well, to be fair. Bamba coming off, or coming on. We're going to bring Partridge off as well. Partridge hasn't really been fantastic today. We'll give Carlson a game, because he has been very good recently. Nothing against Partridge, it just hasn't been his day. Probably his last appearance of the episode. I doubt we'll use him against Arsenal. Carpenter, ball in towards... It looked like it was towards Bull there. Or is it Bull? I don't know who it was. Bull's out here, so it can't have been Bull. Might be Chavez. No chance of they break in. Right, good. For a second I panicked. Chavez sent Banks to the floor. Now Serrano. Carlson. Oh, Palace have got... Say you've got Palace next. Oh, Miranda nearly put it in his own net. We're going to get a corner. We're also going to bring on Wilson. Kane Regen thought he would play Bundesliga level. But I mean, FIFA 23, he'll be still at Spurs, won't he? Well, he would have been at the start. I don't know where he retired. But on FIFA 23, we've still been at Spurs. Young coming off for Wilson. Not really, because Young's played bad, but I just want to give Wilson some game time. Nothing against Young, because he's been very good these past few games. Kept Wilson out of team. Ali. Oh, it's a weird save technique. It could have fallen to Carlson there. It didn't, unfortunately. Ali gets the loose ball. Another mistake from Palace. Serrano. Carlson. And this time it is put away by the Swede. 4-1 Hartlepool. Just slid it under the body of Montepo. Jesper Karlsson adds another. And I mean, there wasn't much doubt. Well, there was a little doubt when they equalised, if I'm being honest, but this second half, there was not really any doubt. Big wins only today. Except for the 1-0 loss against Wolves. Slides it into perfection. Does more in about 5 minutes than what Partridge has done the whole game, unfortunately. But Partridge still going to have to get used to playing at Hartlepool, so it's fair enough. We'll give him time still. Still, he's had like 4 games. Give him the big test maybe against Galatasaray, one of those legs. He did score against Spurs in the FA Cup. Oh no, it wasn't Spurs. Or was it Spurs? Carlson. Gone around the keeper, but I think either the defender or somebody got there, or I've just missed it. I think I might have just missed it, honestly. I was going to bring on Maresca, but Serrano's been cooking. It was a goal kick, so I just mishit it, I suppose. Wilson. Yeah, we've got the mighty Arsenal next. Second place last year in the Premier League. Nothing to be fucked with. Carlson gets a shot blocked by Oliveira. Of course, we draw Manchester United in the FA Cup after beating Spurs. Doesn't get any easier. Oh, fucking... Please. Just do the pass I wanted it to be passed. Don't pass like a fucking knob. Sutherland. Good block and good tackle. Corner, and I am going to bring on Maresca. I low-key want that Serrano hat-trick, but I am going to bring on Maresca because he's been good too. Low-key wanted that Serrano hat-trick, but I don't want to just get rid of Maresca's playing time just because Serrano's decided to be good again. Be a good ball in here from Palace if we don't watch out. Ali heads it away, counter perhaps. Maresca. Oh, gets caught. Peters does well. Peters has been fucking insane, by the way, in the DM role. Carpenter. Wilson gets fouled. Well, on my end, I think he gets fouled, but apparently it's a clean tackle. We'll take the throw, I suppose. Sutherland. Wilson. Maresca. Gets through. Gets in. Doesn't get the goal. It's a good save. I tried to go round, but he read me this time. I mean, we have won this game. It's just how many more can we get? Wilson to deliver. To Chavez. Headed away as far as Maresca. Carpenter. Maresca. Blocked. And it'll be going into the hands of Montepo. There's a power throw. Maresca. Wilson. Carpenter. Tried to put it in the back of the net, but Copete in the way, man. Tried to switch it onto that right foot, which we did, but then it was blocked. Corner again. I think I'm just going to whack it. Might as well whack it in at this point. With 3 goals up. See if we can get a headed goal of anyone. Billy Bull, the target, just wide from the Englishman. Caught it all right. I thought it deflected, to be honest, but apparently not. And William Bull, unfortunate there. I don't think Palace should get back into this, but I've seen stranger things happen. It's not quite where I wanted it to go, but okay. Didn't catch that right. Weak foot from Maresca. Peters should win that header, and he does. Carpenter. Wanted that to go through to Wilson, but it didn't quite make it. No, Wilson. Resca. Carlson. Oh, ready, as I'm ready to fucking take a shot, I get tackled. I should be complaining I'm 4-1 up, but still. It's the principle of the thing. Ali can't get through. Probably 4 all we're going to get today, to be honest, but that's absolutely fine. Win's a win. Oh, Miranda, you absolute pillock. They might get another one. Never mind. Billy blowing away. Then again, if it doesn't let me control the player I want to use, you just don't know. Held by Hurtado. Wilson. Oh, okay, cool. Followed by Peters. Bolt. Ali. Carlson. Room to run. Will we get the opportunity to make it 5? Jesper Carlson. He does make it 5. A cherry on top of an absolutely dominant second half performance. Jesper Carlson scores a brace off the bench. You wouldn't bet against him there, would you really? Look all the room he made for himself, all the time he had in the world. Unless the referee blew the whistle. And he just bobbles it past the goalkeeper for number 5 of the game. Number 2 for him today. I think it's been Carlson, a Serrano, Carlson brace, a Serrano brace. And I can't remember who got the other one. We'll see in a moment though. Huge, huge win. Will not help Crystal Palace whatsoever. But it bloody helps us, alright? Keeps us top regardless of the City result. They'll probably beat whoever they're playing. I think they're playing someone down below. Not below Palace, but like down lower in the table. I want to say, I can't remember who they were playing. I want to say Villa. They probably, my point is they probably won their game, so I'm glad we won ours. That's right, it was Taha Ali's brilliant goal to open proceedings all the way back in the 9th minute. Give us a lead. Kind of do want to see that goal again, you know. It was Salah-esque, the way he cut in and just took it first time. Curves aside his man on the left. It's not even his strong foot, by the way. That's his weak foot for whatever reason. The Salah regen has a left foot. Or the actual Salah has a left foot. The Salah regen has his right foot as a stronger foot, which is interesting. Take a look. In the end, we did deserve it by quite a margin. 63-37 in terms of possession. 25 shots to 9. 6.4 expected goals to 1.8. And the key numbers there. 5 goals to 1. Man of the match goes to the Mohamed Salah regen, Taha Ali. A goal and an assist and an 8.8 rated for him. Zakaria Peters getting an 8.2. So I'm just fixing my cables. And I will scroll down in a second. 8.2 and an assist. Felix Chavez with an 8.2. Solid at the back today. Deserves more game time. Just unfortunately, it won't be against Arsenal. 2 goals and an assist from Serrano. 8.1. Is he back? I'd say probably. But we'll have to leave it up to everyone else to decide. Sutherland, solid again. 7.9. A brace of goals from Carlson off the bench. 7.6 from the Swede. As we continue down, Ricardo Hurtado gets a 7.6 as well. 6 shots, 5 saves, 1 conceded. That early one, the one that they scored, obviously, could have done better with, but since then, put in some good saves to prevent any more, so we'll let him off. And then Aaron Partridge couldn't find his shooting boots today, but set up 2 goals very nicely as well. Some 2 good passes, 2 good assists for Juan Carlos Serrano to get his 2 goals, so we'll let him off, because he has got some assists to his name. As for Palace, their best player, S9E8, 7.4. If you can name a best player, I suppose. Abada Al-Achab gets an assist and a 7.2. And the goal came from Luke Plange, who got the 7.1 rating there. And Montepo did his absolute damnedest against the barrage of shots we put on their goal. 15 shots, 10 saves, 5 conceded. So it's not great, obviously, but when you're saving 10 out of 15 against a team like us, it's not bad at all. And the rest of the Palace ratings, they actually look like a better team than some of these teams in the league. But they put Kimbo sub, who I think is a right or. So, yeah, I don't know where he plays, but he's 67 rated. The point is they're using a 67 rated player in the Premier League. And my other point is still got Mateta in 2031. Doesn't help proceedings. But anyway, 5-1 win. We go. And we go towards our final game against, well, they think they're the mighty Arsenal. They're just Arsenal. Carlson brace. Great win and a great performance. Perhaps a good team display, to be honest. I feel, anyway. Yeah, you could have what's in front of you. Well, we're always going to beat Crystal Palace because they're shit and we're not. Let's move to Arsenal. Got a 2-week break. And just like that, we're at the end of our 2-week break. I'm glad it's not giving me stupid offers in the middle of the month again. Did City drop points again? And Spurs lost? What is going on? Spurs lost 4-2 to Forest. Fair enough, Forest are in kind of the European conversation. City played Burnley and drew. Well, we did that early in the season, but still. We're running away with this league just because nobody else can keep their fucking form up. And I'm okay with that. But then again, we've got Arsenal next. So that could change. And I believe Manchester City have Crystal Palace. So they will win that, surely. Right. Spurs have Liverpool. That'll be a bit of a struggle for them. It's getting interesting, you know. It's getting interesting. I'm so annoyed. They've got Man United in the next round. We could have got someone easier, like Watford, Hull, QPR, Preston, something like that. But no, we even West Ham perhaps because they're in the Championship now. But we get fucking Manchester United. And in quarterfinals we get City probably. But to end today's episode, we face Arsenal in the Premier League, or the Premier League if you're American. And with a 5-point gap, I'm happy. But we have a chance to extend that to 8 because not only is City playing shit, every other team below is playing shit too. Arsenal win as well though. They can leapfrog Spurs into third if Spurs drop points against Liverpool. So I guess the stakes are high for everybody in this one. Before we go in though, let's take a look at the news. Serrano next brace as a Hartlepool grab win over Crystal Palace. Serrano got his name on the score sheet for Hartlepool United in their 5-1 win against Palace. Anything else that really involves us? Besiktas won, LASK drew. I don't really care about any of these. Hartlepool expecting another win against Arsenal. Hartlepool United will be looking forward to another win if the 2-0 victory in their encounter against Arsenal, or last encounter against Arsenal, offers any clue as to which way today's result will go. And we face Arsenal challenge today. Can we win? We kept a clean sheet against Arsenal? I don't remember that. Hartlepool United play host to Arsenal in a massive fixture which looks set to have a real impact at the top of the table. The league leaders will be tested by one of the few teams in the league with enough quality to offer them a genuine challenge. A win for Hartlepool United will represent another major huge stride on the march towards the title. If Arsenal can pull off an upset though, it wouldn't be an upset, it will give them renewed hope of mounting a challenge themselves. It wouldn't be an upset if Arsenal beat us. It would just be a normal win because we're not like invincible, we're just good. Liverpool play Spurs. Hartlepool march on towards the title. Um, League leaders marched on towards what they hope will be the title by disposing of last place Crystal Palace. Hartlepool United ran out comfortable winners and moved a step closer to claiming the title, whilst at the same time knocking another nail into the coffin of the relegation-haunted opponents. I think that's all the news. So, without any further ado, let's go into the pre-match press conference. It's a real six-pointer at the top against Arsenal. How have your preparations been going? Are you confident you can come out with a victory? No. Our best will beat anybody. We just need to be at our best. Excuse me? Are you at our title? Brother, we're 5 points clear. What do you mean you hope the lads have it? Don't need to do any of this. Oh, fuck it, whatever. We're 5 points clear. Then again, we've dropped that before, so I'm surprised we drop it again, but we don't. We beat 2-0 last time. Can we do it again? We do our jobs, we'll be alright. Top tier defending, top tier goalkeeping. We've only conceded 2 today. Altogether, over the episode. And we've scored 15 or 14, I think. I think it's 14, because we scored 5 past Spurs, 4 past Burnley, and then 5 there past Palace. Right. Final game of today then. Liverpool play Spurs. They might trip up Spurs a little bit, which gives our opponents, Arsenal, a chance to leapfrog into third. Strong squad, don't get me wrong, very strong squad. They've got Ronald Araujo, I believe, at right back, which is interesting. So good luck to whoever's on the left today. It will be Duncan Wilson. Hurtado in goal, Sutherland, yeah, De Oliveira, yeah, Bull, yes. But we're actually going to put Chavez on the bench. Miranda is fine. Pater, Serrano. In fact, we're going to keep all this. Might as well go with what we've got, our best. And Partridge, he did get 2 assists, didn't he? I'll put him on there. It's hard to pick which one of these to take out, to be honest. Sometimes. Because they're all very good and functional players to the team. Fuck it, we'll go with that. That's the team we're going with. So in goal, I really want Ali on the bench, actually, just in case. I just don't know who to bring off. Because I want Young on as well, just in case. Maresca's going to take the hit. Sorry, mate. We'll get back involved next episode. But anyway, taking a look at the team. Hurtado in goal. Sutherland, left back and captain. Miranda, right back. De Oliveira and Bold is centre-back partnership. Pater, CDM / centre-mid. Serrano, centre-mid / cam. Duncan Wilson off the left. Ethan Roberts off the right. Luca Carpenter, Achille Blanchard sits up top today at Victoria Park for the final game today. It's us against Arsenal. We're in the early kickoff again, I think. Oh no, Nottingham Forest and Burnley are alongside us. We're the only ones in the early kickoff. Which is weird, actually. They've got a good squad. We've got a good squad. It's going to be a good one at Victoria Park. Let's get into it. The hardest game, arguably, of today, to be honest, even though we have lost one. Because Spurs was piss easy. For whatever reason, they decided to go with bring the keeper off the pitch again for a left winger. But also, it is Burnley and Crystal Palace, the other games. Dispatched them with somewhat ease. I guess Burnley gave us a challenge. Just checking the weather outside because I might have to walk my dog after this. A bit grey. At least it's not dark yet, which is good. It'll be dark after I've done the episode and actually go, but not too bad at the moment. Yeah. Final game then. Arsenal to kick things off at Victoria Park. Quick swig of the Lucozade. See what we can do. Sorry if you can hear me. Wasn't a bottle. I'm very loud for some reason. Either that or my mic just picks up a lot. Last time, 2-0 winners at the Emirates. Can we replicate that here at Victoria Park? Sutherland closes down Saka, who keeps that ball in. What? Fucking what? What does this bounce? What does this bounce off of? Does it bounce off his foot? Because if so, fair enough. I beg your pardon. Huh? I may not be a physics major, but I don't think that's how footballs work. Regardless, with 3 minutes into this and we're 1-0 down. Nothing much I can do against actual physics, by the way. Saka somehow keeps that in. It's played through to Vlahovic. He scores a banger, to be fair, but I don't understand physics if that's the case. Phenomenal start. 3 minutes in, we're down 1. 11 goals in 26 matches now for Dusan Vlahovic. Also mentioned how many we conceded this episode. I think the fucking gods heard me and were like, oh, he's not conceding enough. Oh, I couldn't shoot with fucking... Look, I couldn't shoot with Lafont, I was going to say. Lafont's not the one that would have been shooting, it would have been Carpenter. Oh, it's going to be one of these days. Then again, there's not really been clear-cut efforts there from Wilson. It's just one of them should have maybe found the back end net. It's fine, though. Peters. Roberts. Miranda to make the overlap. Back into the path of Blanchard. Powered it wide, unfortunately. Completely sliced it. Peters. Wilson keeps it in. Back into the path of Peters. I mean, we've been cooking since they scored, but what the fuck? I'm still confused, I guess, at the Saka bounce. I can't call it a Saka bounce. I'm not going to blame Saka for it. It's the physics of the game, but I don't know how it stayed in, is my point. It led to a goal. I wouldn't have been arsed otherwise. It led to a goal. Vlahovic put Arsenal up so fast. It might be a day to forget for Hartlepool. They've goalsed ourselves out, to be honest. Martinelli tackle by Bull. Miranda gets back. Ball covering for him there on that particular exchange. Serrano. Roberts gets it round Serrano gets it round Tavares to get to Roberts. Now Blanchard. One more perhaps. Into Carpenter. There's 1-all. Didn't take long. Didn't take long at all. Luca Carpenter strikes. In contention for the golden boot. And he adds another one to his collection. Good ball in by Roberts. Blanchard turns it into the path of Carpenter. And there was nothing Alban Lafont can do about that one. And after a contentious Arsenal lead, Hartlepool equalised, and there's no contention about that. There's no controversy on that one. 1-all. 17 minutes in, it could be a goal fest, you know, it really could be. That's the feel I'm getting, that's the vibe I'm getting from the 17 goals for the season now for Luca Carpenter. Complete turnaround in form, I always say it. Can I switch to the centre-back that was going there in the first place, please? Should I play around my box here? It's not all too exciting. It's an awful shot in the end from Xavi Simons, but we need to try and get us out of here quicker. I'll take a point, you know. Even if City win it, keep us 3 clear, so I'd have to win again. Obviously, the dream was to get a win, but Arsenal are quite good, so. But so's Luca Carpenter! We've turned it on his head. 2-1, and it's Carpenter again. Not been picked up at all. Serrano just got left in space. Carpenter just got left in space. We're not going to turn something like that down. Champions mentality is what we've got now because we're going for the title. 2-1 to Hartlepool now. The game's completely turned on its head. We're scoring for fun this episode, man. 18 now for Carpenter. Maybe puts him ahead of Ansu Fati. I can't remember the total of the Spurs winger, but I know that he was top last time around. Now Blanchard gets caught out by Zabarny. De Oliveira takes off Vlahovic. Carpenter out to Wilson. Get the better of Araujo in terms of speed and in terms of ability. Carpenter, Serrano, it's this team is performing on a different level. This team is performing on a different level. We are scoring for fun. Wilson cuts it back into Carpenter, who now turns provider for Serrano. I think Blanchard probably got himself involved with the play a little bit there, but we're not going to say anything. Blocks the view of Alban Lafont, and Serrano, he's back, and we're all back. Get EAFC. I have got EAFC. I've done some stuff on EAFC already, but I wanted to finish this off, this career mode off because I spent so much time on it. But I do have EAFC, and I'll be doing stuff on that once I've done this career mode. Don't want to leave this unfinished because it's so fun to do. Good tackle, Sutherland. Wilson. Run down the line again, for crying out loud. I think that fucking Arsenal goal only woke us up. The fact that they scored inside 3 minutes, that was probably a wake-up call. And Vlahovic. Vlahovic has lost it there. That should, maybe could have been a red. I don't know. It's definitely a yellow for Dusan Vlahovic, but just pure frustration. He's jumped into the tackle. That could be a red. And if he scores again, I'm going to go back to that tackle and blame the ref for not giving a red. But my God, it's a contentious game, this one. But we have been I mean, since the 3rd minute anyway, we've been nothing short of brilliant. We were asleep to kick off the game, and then we woke up. Blanchard, just not hit right. Just not hit right. Good interception by Blanchard. I wasn't really paying attention initially, being honest with you. Wilson, I am now though. Wilson, Blanchard. It's not just Blanchard, it's Serrano. My apologies. That's off the pitch. Referee, do you know what the lines are, fella? Won the ball back anyway. It's a bit like an exhibition at the moment. Oh, Carpenter. Getting tackled. We're going to call for penalty because we are. Of course we are. It's our fans. Want to get what we can get, but it's not a penalty by any means whatsoever. It's a great tackle. Okay, that stayed in. No worries, ref. Keep going as you were a referee. As you were a referee. Any ball that's going out of play is not going out of play with this referee on the pitch, man. And since the 3rd minute, Arsenal have given nothing. They've given some good defensive displays, I suppose, but other than that, nothing. Then again, Vlahovic could get through here. De Oliveira, can I... Why did it switch me off De Oliveira? Why did it do that? That wasn't necessary. I was making the tackle with De Oliveira. It's like, oh, we'll just switch you for no reason. Get away with ball, but it's not fully away. And I've got a horrible feeling Arsenal goal is going to come here. Well, it's Saka on his right foot. No worries there. Good save for Tado. Corner to close the half for the Gunners, and they have probably been shocked, I guess. They went up inside 3 minutes, thought they were going to have the better of us today, and we said, not a chance, buddy. Roberts heads it away, and that'll be the half, probably, unless we can get a counter going. We could have got a counter going, but it is the half instead. Ref blows for the halftime whistle. 3-1 up after going 1-0 down. Vlahovic scoring almost instantly. Controversy over the goal with Saka's control and the fact that I think it went out for a throw-in, but... Or more, it was actually the bounce that kept it in was the confusion. But a brace from Carpenter, a goal from Serrano as well, means that we now lead 3-1. Very happy with that. The other game going at the same time as us had no goals, so at least we're providing action. 0-0 between Nottingham Forest and Burnley. We've got Southampton and Brentford playing later, Brighton and Leicester, Manchester City and Palace, Fulham and Manchester United, Chelsea and Norwich, and then Liverpool and Spurs. Currently, as it stands at Victoria Park, it's 3-1 Hartlepool. I don't know how it's not more, but on the other hand, I don't know how we've got 3 as well. It's been a bit of a madness. 58 to 42 in terms of possession, 9 shots to 3, 3.9 expected goals to 0.4. We've not been accurate, but the ones that we put on target have gone in apart from 1. So it's like, I don't know where the second half goes. What I do know is I'm here for it. I'm really here for it. We could batter Arsenal as well before big wins, and Wolves would just be the fucking odd one out. I wanted to pass that through, but I just didn't have anyone to pass it through to. Once Carpenter made the run through, it was kind of closed down. I had to turn back. Saka offside. Quite good. Barely, but it is offside. Well, the wrong side of Sutherland there, just didn't stay on the line. And the problem with having Ronald Araujo at right back is that Ronald Araujo is not a right back. And Wilson's had the run of him most times. Then again, Arsenal might wake up this second half like we woke up towards the end of that first half. Good job by De Oliveira to read that. Langoni, I remember his name from playing against Burnley, I think it was. He scored a banger against us. I'm pretty sure he was meant to be sent off once as well. Fucking Blanchard, man. I know it was a bad pass in the end, but Blanchard ran off for no reason. Now Bukayo Saka playing it all the way back. Saka again. It's a good ball in. It's an awful shot from Simmons, though. Drilled it, but just to the wrong part of the goal. Because he didn't drill it at the goal. I reckon he had a bit more time than he thought he did. Sutherland. Saka's watching him the whole way, not giving him a moment, but Sutherland doesn't give a shit, man. Then again, when I try and pass it and it just leaves the ball behind, it's not too helpful. Arsenal up Sevilla in the round of 16. We have Galatasaray. It's our next game. It's going to be our first game to open up the episode when I come back from England. Do you know what? Go on, Arsenal. Good goal, mate. Well done. I'm completely shrugging Vlahovic off the ball. But ignore that. Apparently we've also ignored Xavi Simmons in the middle. And the game comes back to life. And Arsenal may yet still get back into this one. Xavi Simmons gives Arsenal a second. It's now 3-2 in Victoria Park. Ramos off. On comes number 8. Didn't see who it was. Will Arsenal get to 3-3 here? Tommaso Baldanzi is the man that came on. No. Takes down Roberts there. I've got a horrible feeling, you know. I don't think we're coming away with the 3 points. Oh, what the fuck. Good tackle ball. Before he just... Do you know what? That's fine. It's out of danger. Martinelli gets tackled by Bull and then gets dragged back. Does Billy Bull there by Martinelli. And the assist from Vlahovic, you could say he should be on the pitch as well, but I'm joking, I'm not going to go back to that over and over again. Roberts. Serrano. Peters. Who else was trying to make a move there? I don't know if he went offside. Doesn't look like it, but he's got fucking Lenny Yoro. I think his name's Lenny. Yoro on him anyway. Carpenter can't get through. Serrano can't get through. Peters can't get through, but he's a DM with a shit shot. Well, he's not got a shit shot, to be honest. It's just I don't think it was his right foot, his correct foot. I know it wasn't his right foot because he shot it on his left, but I don't know if that's his strong foot. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Okay. I knew it was going to be one of these. I knew it was going to be. I had a feeling. It's been a while since we've had a fucking goal fest. I knew, you just knew as soon as that shot was going off that it was going to go in for no other reason than because it's scripted to. I'm going to say it, it's a brilliant goal. It's a banger, but it's fucking scripted to shit. You know it, I know it, everybody knows it. That's one of the most scripted equalisers that there has ever been. Baldanzi's first goal of the season in 17 matches, and he goes and does that for a scripted equaliser. Yeah, right, buddy. Now Wilson gets blocked. Serrano. Carpenter. Oh, Lafont, good save. Right, let's make some changes. I'm so pissed off, you know, because you just knew that equaliser was going to come for absolutely no reason. There was no need for it. He just long-ranged it because... And it's his first goal of the season, so it's fucking scripted to the hilt. I said I'd take a draw, but that was before he went 2-up. Fucking bollocks is what it is. Absolute bollocks. Scripted fucking shite. And I said before this game we only conceded 2 this whole episode. We conceded more in this game than we had the whole episode before this. It's almost as if it adds up. Serrano. Blocked. It's not like we're not trying. We're just not going to be successful today. I've got a horrible feeling they're going to go get 4th. Just because. Sutherland. 15 minutes left. for either team to find a winner now. Arsenal brought it back in quite spectacular fashion. But Carpenter... Oh, you bet on him scoring. If this was last season, you bet on him doing that. But because it's this season, you bet on him scoring. Veerman coming off for Olmo. Mate, that was such a good goal. I'm mad that it was such a good goal because you just know it was fucking scripted to shit. But it was so good. You can't get too mad because it was a fucking phenomenal finish. Baldanzi might have saved Arsenal a point here. Wilson. Now Carpenter. Blanchard. Oh shoot, when I press P, man! Yep, can't win the header. Yep, there we go. I think they've moved Araujo into centre back and they moved Euro out right back. It's offside against Vlahovic anyway. It's a good hold by Hurtado. But yeah, it's one of these games, isn't it? You know what? He scores bangers against Arsenal sometimes. Got a hat-trick one time against them when we absolutely needed him to. Will he be the catalyst to a victory? Achille Blanchard off. Jesper Karlsson on. Oh, you fucking got to be kidding me. Good save, Hurtado, man. I half expected that to fly in from Vlahovic. It's doing it. It really is. It is Lenny Euro for reference. He comes off a Brook Norton Coffee. But it's doing that thing where it's a shit game. Let me clear it. Oh my god, it's not cleared it properly. That's fine. I've got the ball still. Jesper Karlsson, he's out before. He's not going to get past the Barney on this occasion. He knew where he was going. Have we got enough time? Did we bring him on too late? Vlahovic tried it. Hurtado slightly off his line, but Karlsson. Yeah, whatever. Hurtado, it's really trying to give it to Arsenal now. Then again, my defensive positioning there was absolutely shit. So if it had gone to Arsenal there, fair enough, because I defended like ass. 5 minutes of added time. Bukayo Saka with a corner. De Oliveira heads it initially. Norton Coffey. Fucking, if that goes in, I am quitting the game. I'm not even playing any more career mode. Norton Coffey flicks my man and then bags that for the winner. Fair enough, you know, but also what the fuck. Saka again with a corner on the other side. Oh, no, it's not, it's the same side. Carpenter is not going to win that, is he? But we need to counter. We need to counter now. Serrano. There's just nobody's to counter to. Nobody's to counter to. Try again. Sutherland. Wilson. Through to Carpenter. Karlsson. Oh my god! I fucking love this man with every fibre of my being. Talk about an inspired substitution. I said that this man has done stuff against Arsenal before. He created moments against Arsenal before. The counter-attack, the movement, the finish. Jesper Karlsson creates another moment for himself. And another twist in the Premier League title race. Jesper Karlsson, take a bow, my son. puts himself on double figures. And the man that sunk Arsenal last time with a hat-trick sinks them again today. I know I said the game was scripted, and it might be scripted for me now too. Oh my fucking days. I just went silent. It was make or break there for Jesper Karlsson. Luca Carpenter gets a brace, as does, well, Serrano gets a goal as well. But the man on everyone's lips, the man that everyone will be talking about, Jesper bloody Karlsson. Baldanzi, we're going to have to see that goal again as well to equalise, because as scripted as it was an absolute fucking, just a banger. Fucking hell. What a way to end an episode. Another moment for Jesper Karlsson to treasure. He's made so many moments for himself in his career mode. Look at this though. Baldanzi's just said fuck it. And it's a brilliant finish. I mean, it doesn't help that Hurtado's way off his line. But, I mean, it's still unstoppable. It's a really great goal from Tommaso Baldanzi, scripted or not scripted. But then, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to leave it till the end. Just give me a second to go through the stats. Going to leave you hanging there for the limbs. 59 to 41 in terms of possession. 15 shots to 11. 5.7 expected goals to 2.5. We deserved the win, and I'm glad we got it in the end. It was scripted for Arsenal to get back into that. I fucking know that. But my God, did it make for a fun ending. I'm not too fussed in the end. Luca Carpenter, 2 goals, 2 assists, involved in every single goal, our number 18. I think he actually might need to start the Champions League final, you know. I actually think he does. I think it's going to be him and Rodriguez. Or him and Blanchard. I don't know. It's fucking selection headache. Karlsson might even be involved as well. I just don't know. Man, 7.9 for Sutherland. A goal and assist for 7.8 rated Juan Carlos Serrano. 7.8 as well for Karlsson with a goal. Wilson tried his damnedest as well to create anything. Decent defence, I guess, but it wasn't fantastic, was it, at the back? Assist at 7.2 for Blanchard as well. And Hurtado only with 6.8. 9 shots, 6 saves, 3 conceded. Could have done something about the other two, but I am not even going to fucking ask him to save Baldanzi's effort, because that was just phenomenal. Goal and an assist for Dusan Vlahovic, who got their man of the match at 8.6. Xavi Simons with a goal and assist as well from midfield, an 8 rate for the Dutchman. And Saka did well, to be fair. Did better than 7.2 in my opinion, but Baldanzi might not have won the game or even got a point for Arsenal, but definitely gets one of the goal of the season contenders. 7.2 for the Italian, with Ramos with the other assist. Hiccups and a 7.2 as well. Decent defence. And Lafont did all he could. Well, actually, I don't know if he did all he could. I don't know, he's got a higher rating than fucking Hurtado, to be honest. 7 shots, 3 saves, 4 conceded. And now, ladies and gentlemen, those are the rest of the ratings. Hugo Hudson sounds like quite a cool name, you know. I might bring him in. We can't now because we're in February, but could have done. Didn't mean to go back on the ratings. Let's take a look at another Jesper Karlsson moment. First of all, Arsenal pushing up the pitch, desperate. I left the space open there for Olmo, I think it was. Desperate to try and finish it off. I think it was Olmo, but I don't know what number it is, so we're just going to say it was Olmo. 2 huge saves from Hurtado here. Morton Coffey chipped it over Billy Bull, and it's an incredible save again. Look at this. The way it's hit, it should be going in, but Nielsen gets enough, or sorry, Hurtado gets enough on it to put it over the bar. And then the moment. What a moment. It's always bloody him. When there's late limbs, when there's a moment, when there's anything to happen, it's Jesper Karlsson who delivers it. A 4-3 fucking dramatic, brilliant game. a spectacle, an insane game. And we've come out on top. It's not been our best day, but on the other hand, Arsenal got very lucky to get back into that. Absolutely sublime. Carpenter, of course, again on it. Did all of it today. The ones he didn't score, he set up. Looked like the game was going to end up your way, and then right at the death, your team came up with the winner. What? These lads keep going to the very last minute. It's the first time in a while we've been bad defensively as well, to be honest. But there's not much you can do when they're just banging in core. Like the other ones, Vlahovic was a good goal, but still questions around the fucking fact whether it went out or not. The second goal was the Xavi Simons header. Probably could have done something about that. But the Vlahovic goal was good as well. Out of all the 3 goals that Arsenal scored, there was only one that Hartlepool could actually have saved, and that was the Simons header. Because the first one, of course, was that fucking good goal from Vlahovic. And that last one was the absolute fucking screamer, the ripper from Baldanzi. But, I mean, what an episode, and what a way to end it as well. Jesper Karlsson making himself another moment, writing himself further into Hartlepool folklore, into legendary status at this club. And do we give him the Galatasaray game? I think we have to, don't we? I also want to give it to Partridge. It's going to be a difficult one. But next time we'll find out what happens Champions League-wise, because that's what starts next episode. I won't be here between Thursday and the following Monday. So just bear that in mind. So the next episode will be minimum next Tuesday. It might not even fall on that day. It might even be later than that. Because I've got Where Are They Nows to do perhaps by then. I might try and do them before we go, actually. I've got other things I want to do as well. So we'll see. But minimum Tuesday will be next episode. Let's take a review at what we did today then. Take a little gander at the calendar. We kicked off with a 1-0 loss against Wolves, which was a very hard-fought, gritty game, and they got the better of us, and they deserved it, to be honest. But then we fought back with a 5-0 win against Spurs. You could put question marks around that all you want. We were 3-0 up before they decided to bring their goalkeeper off for a winger. So, fight me. We advanced past them 5-0. We then played Burnley, 4-0 win. Should have been a 4-0. Burnley should have had a couple of goals in there. We probably shouldn't have scored 4 either. After that, bottom of the table, Palace, a 5-1 win over them. Just as casual as you like. They did get 1, which was kind of surprising, but quite easily won by us there. And then a 4-3 win over Arsenal. What a way to end episode 8. Absolutely sublime. And once again, Karlsson. He's probably in the top scorer list now, in the top 25. This is the Champions League one, if anyone interested. This is not what I want to look at, though. I want to look at the Premier League one. Karlsson has the most in the Carabao Cup, or the FA Cup. Top scorer is still Ansu Fati with 19. Carpenter right on his tail with 18 as well. 15 for Hernandez, 14 each as well for Foden and Haaland. Blanchard also on 14. Serrano on 12 now. Karlsson does sneak in with 10 goals now into double figures, the young Swede. And as for assists, Blanchard sits top clear now with 18. 12 for Carpenter, 8 for Serrano. Hernandez, Musiala 7, as well as Wilson and Karlsson providing 7 assists. We do help a lot of our goals go in. We don't get rebound goals like a lot of the computers seem to do. Roberts and Sutherland also have 4 on the assist charts as well. And the clean sheets, 10 for Edison, puts him at the top of the list. While us, we have a title with 4. And Nielsen has at the minimum 1. But I can't remember if he has 2 now. No, he does have just 1 still. That's fine. Mad. Let's take a look at the squad hub then. See who's performing the best, see who's performing not the best. As you can see, I guess we'll do appearances first. Carpenter's made the most, so we don't really need to worry about that. But 24 goals in 34 games for Luca Carpenter. Have you ever seen a turnaround as big as this in your life? If the answer is yes, you're a liar, because there's no bigger turnaround than this. Jesper Karlsson goes into second highest scoring. Granted, 4 of them came against Walsall, but 19 goals now for Karlsson, 16 for Blanchard, 14 for Serrano. Taha Ali was 6, Carlos Rodriguez was 6, 5 for Roberts, 5 for Maresca, 4 for Wilson, 3 for Seo Young, 3 for Partridge, although only 1 has actually happened at Hartlepool. 2 of them came in the Champions League before he moved to us. 2 for Diop, 2 for Johnson, 1 for Bull, 1 for Peters, and 1 for Martin. And the assists, 20 for Blanchard, 17 for Carpenter, 11 for Karlsson, 10 for Serrano, 9 for Wilson, 8 for Roberts. Peters was 6, Young was 6, Maresca also was 6, 4 as well for Sutherland, 3 for Ali, 3 for Rodriguez, 2 for Partridge. They did happen here in the Premier League in 1 game, surprisingly enough, as well. It's not great. He gets them in bursts as well. It's a bit like a Blanchard. Lingering out to 83, fucking hell. An assist, which I think was at Milan. And Endo with an assist. No, it was here, wasn't it? Because it was our first group stage game. Endo with an assist, Johnson with an assist, and Moffat with an assist as well. Clean sheets. Get most of them when Blanchard and Wilson play. Wilson looks better out of it because he's played less games. So, there you go. Duncan Wilson's our best defender. Who knew? Right. Take a look at the Premier League table as well to end the episode, because we didn't take a look at it because we're on the Champions League page here. City dropped points again. Don't tell me that Manchester City, the mighty Manchester City, drew to Crystal Palace. You are off your fucking head. We put on a 7-goal thriller to try and stay top, thinking that Man City might catch up, and they've gone and drawn to last place. 7 points clear now at the top. I don't think we're going to get knocked off our perch again, especially if City and Spurs and Arsenal are fucking up so much. Well, Spurs to beat Liverpool. Spurs might end up second, you know. In the FA Cup, we'll update on that. We've got Man United in the 5th round. We'll be playing that, I think, next episode as well at Victoria Park. That's going to be a struggle. But Spurs was easy enough. Maybe we can do the same against Manchester United. Who knows? So, before we go then, take a look at the news, and then we'll see the biggest transfers of January, plus our own business. Inspired substitution, Karlsson wins it. Hartlepool United on an inspired substitution by the manager to thank for securing victory. He switched things around late on and brought on Karlsson, who eventually proved to be the player to make the difference between the two teams. And we repeat triumph over Arsenal. This victory sees Hartlepool United complete a league double over Arsenal this season, having already beaten them earlier in the campaign. Hartlepool march on towards title as well. The league leaders marched on towards securing the title they hope to claim in a few months' time by comfortably. I wouldn't say comfortably, but we disposed of Arsenal. It was not a big step forward for Hartlepool United as they look to convince the nation they'll make worthy title winners. Carpenter adds another 2 to his collection. Carpenter got his name on the score sheet for Hartlepool United in their 4-3 win against Arsenal. Aston Villa lost to Bournemouth. Team of the week. Do we have anyone in there? Yes. Juan Carlos Serrano as well as Luca Carpenter. And I think just purely for vibes, they should have also included Jesper Karlsson. But Dusan Vlahovic's got in there for Arsenal, and fair play, he was good for them, so we could allow that. I wonder if... Hold on. We've got anything else to cover, do we? Anticipation builds before you have a Champions League big match between Galatasaray and Hartlepool. We're all set for a fascinating clash this week in the UEFA Champions League, with 2 well-matched teams, both looking to take a big step towards lifting the trophy this season. Galatasaray supporters are confident about their chances, but we can expect Hartlepool to rise to the challenge. The teams look hard to separate. I'm going to have to scout Galatasaray out, so it should be a fiercely contested fixture, with football viewers around the world tuning in to see who'll come out on top. Fair enough, fair enough. I think that's everything in terms of snooze that we need to read. Just a reminder as well, before we go. Schreiber was... nominated. Hernandez was nominated, both from Leicester. Evan Nielsen from Norwich and Talat from Brighton for the January Player of the Month shortlist there, and the award was given to Cucho Hernandez. So there you go, a little update there, little update. Transfers. Let's see what the biggest ones of January were, then we'll go for our business. I call it a day, and I will see you next week for some more career mode. So before that though, Transfers. Kyle Walker-Peters. He's 33 now. Joining Royal Antwerp. We always love our Antwerp transfers. Right, let's take a look then at the biggest moves of January. We don't have to read these like Zakaria Peters. We do have to read Masanguli Shabalala. Biggest move away from a club. 100.9 million. I've just realised I'm on my club. Nuno Mendes was the biggest deal in January as he moved from Barcelona to Leipzig for 105.8 million. I'm going to read about 70 million and then I'm just going to scroll through the rest. Masanguli Shabalala leaving Hartlepool for 100.9 million to go to Barcelona. Incredible talent, just couldn't figure out how to use him myself, to be honest with you. Zalewski going from Athletic Bilbao to Brighton. 87 rated at this point. He goes for 96.1 million. Maybe overpaid slightly there, but who am I judging, really? And else, or is that it? Oh, Sandro Tonali made the move from Milan. Maybe there won't be that many. Maybe I'll just read for all of them. Milan moving from, Tonali moving from Milan to Nice. Fucking hell. 80.7 million for the 30-year-old now. Wait, was it 80 million for Young? I thought it was 60. More you know, I suppose. Vermeeren going from Norwich to Nice in September. We have to read it because it went through in January. 72.5 million. Fabio Carvalho moving on deadline day from Atalanta to Spurs, 71.6 million. After he saw how we dismantled them, he's probably wondering why he bothered. This must be a regen left back. I don't even know who that could be. Jordi Alba, maybe? I don't know. It's a very good left back, to be honest. And if I'd known about him, we'd have fucking gone in for him. But that would have meant selling Douglas Moffat, and I don't want to do that, so I probably wouldn't have gone in for him. Thiago Almada, moving from Newcastle to Southampton. It's an interesting career direction he's taken there. 67.5 million. I mean, it was an interesting career direction when he went to Newcastle, I suppose. Dominic Szoboszlai going from Spurs to Napoli. 66.4 million is the fee for the Hungarian. Fatih. Oh, wait, that was the start of the season, wasn't it? I'll say he was the regen of Kalidou Koulibaly, I think. Destroys Aguero and Vardy. Oyen going from Bournemouth to Atalanta. 62.5 million was the fee there. Martin Batterina leaving Brighton, thank God. When I face Brighton now, I'd have to go against him, even though we lost 3-0 anyway. But if we come up against Inter in the Champions League, if we get Pascal Tassaray, it could get worse. 61.7 million is the fee anyway. Oh, look at that. We've got another deal in here. Aaron Partridge, 60 million was the fee. Snagging him from Milan to bring him to Hartlepool. George Higgins as well in there, 60 million. Going out to the fucking what the fuck? I swear I always get a transfer like this where his rating just flies up when he's gone. Because he was 83 when we sold him. But I suppose if he's succeeding, I can't complain. Fair play. Sporting have done us there. They've got us with our pants down. I guess we'll just scroll through the rest of these. But you can see kind of who's going. Ekitike as well. Bryce Gomez has left the Premier League. Continue to read down. Elmas has moved to Spurs. Shesko to Atalanta. I think that's pretty much it. Bobby Hobbs, we moved, that was summer. Bishop as well. Last one on there is Fernando Chiesa, or Federico Chiesa. If I could read names, it'd be brilliant, wouldn't it? He's gone to Bayern from Leverkusen for 49.6 million in the talent exchange, where every good talent in that league goes to Bayern. So read them in date order then. First signing we made was George Dickinson. Got him from Newcastle in exchange for 24 million and Iago Flores. We then signed Ricardo Hurtado for free agent. Very good free agent as well. Looks like a David De Gea region. I never actually checked his birthday, so it probably is, but I'm not check. I haven't checked it, and I'm just gonna go with it from now on because I said it so often. Taha Ali, an absolute steal off the free agents. Maybe too much of a steal off the free agents, but We needed another class right winger, and we got one. We then sold Prince Ibrahim to Salernitana. 22.5 million was the fee. I didn't really want to get rid of him, but it was the right move in the end, unfortunately. We then brought in Seo Yun Young from Toulouse for 80 million. It's worked out already because his valuation's already up to 100 million. He can still grow further. The Heung-min Son regen is kind of a contestant for Duncan Wilson's position or a backup. They're kind of interchanging, and I quite like the way that they're interchanging because they both play well. Potso Kamalo went out, or Potlako Kamalo even, sorry, went out on loan to Al Fateh. He's got quite a bit. He's now at 67 rating. Probably would be quite good down the line, but we don't have that down the line to really work with. We then sold Thomas Bishop to Wolfsburg, 50 million on the dot. He's remained at 83, but hopefully he's balling for him. Zakaria Peters brought in from Angers. I didn't really want to put Barlow in the deal the other way, but it's worked out, to be honest with you. Peters has been absolutely class. 47.6 million. Jackson Barlow was the fee there. Bobby Hobbs sold to RC Lens. 50 million was the fee. He's not growing past 83 overall either, so it's probably the right move. But you do miss these Aussies, Bobby Hobbs and Thomas Bishop, really, to be honest. I do anyway. Another huge move from us in the summer was to go for Spurs' centre-back, Leonardo de Oliveira. 85 million, the fee. We then had Reece McGregor. He went on loan to Barcelona. 25th of July was that deal. I don't want to read the date out, but he will come back, and he's not done too badly. But obviously he won't feature for us again, most likely. As will most of the loan people. They probably won't come back. Louis Myers on loan at Salernitana. He's grown quite well, to be honest, but if I sell him, he'll probably grow faster, like Higgins bloody did, for fuck's sake. But he's doing alright, up to 77 now. Jasper Wheeler, he's on loan at Bologna. He's gone up to a 75. Actually looks like a really good midfielder. But again, time is not on his side, unfortunately. I mean, technically it is because he's young, but in terms of doing this career mode, it's not. Sabello Nkosi was the next one to be loaned out to Rakow. He's done alright, but again, probably too long for him to grow. If I kept going with this for 15 seasons, he'd probably turn into somebody decent. Joel Lowe, I think his name was. Yeah, we sold him because he wasn't growing, and he hasn't grown since he left as well. But I suppose that's because he's just gone. He got through. The deal got through in September anyway. 920,000 to Columbus Crew. A huge deal from Masunguli Shabalala as he goes to Barcelona. He'll ball out for them probably, and I hope he does, to be honest. As long as it's not against us, that's absolutely fine. 100.9 million was the fee to send him to Spain. And I'll bite your hand off 100 million when I don't know how to use the player properly, so it's fine by me. Noah Armstrong, another loan. He's gone to Roma. I hope he's doing well, and it looks like he is off these stats. Not too shabby there. Good loan for him. George Higgins, I'm regretting selling him now because look at those fucking numbers. If this does go to a season 10, we'll be bringing him back and just pretending it was a loan. We might even swap Nielsen in that deal, perhaps. Yeah, if he does continue to grow and we go into a season 10, he's coming back. So we'll just put him on the shortlist anyway. Fucking hell, we've been robbed. We've been robbed here. 60 million was the fee. Robert Blomqvist has gone to Jagiellonia. He actually has grown quite well. It was another case of too many wingers spoil the broth. 1.15 billion was the fee, and the Swede is doing really well, it seems to be. Mikael Peterson has got on loan out to Sion. He's up to 70 overall now. Will be continuing to grow for the rest of the season. I think he had a good potential tag, but I guess we'll never know what he'll really hit. And of course, Aidan Morgan, we gave him a Champions League game and he went and scored a brace in it. He's out on loan at Villarreal B team and doing quite well as well. Victor Lundgren also out on loan. The Swede, we just couldn't fit him into games that he wanted. As much as I'd love to use him, we've got Wilson and I've got Young now. To be honest, thinking back, we probably didn't even need to see Young, and we could have just used Lindgren, but it's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. We've got to do what we have to do now to get where we want to be. Ayanda Nkosi went out in January just there to Newell's, so he won't have grown by too much, but he's done alright. He's up to 70, getting there. Ivan Hansen as well, just gone on loan to Sarang as well. He's up to 68, which ain't too bad. And then the final move there for us was a signing rather than a departure. Apparently excellent form, which I don't know what it judges as excellent. I think he's doing alright, but I don't think he's got excellent form. But we signed him in for 60 million. And if this was long term, it'd look like a bargain. But for now, it probably looks about right. And that is our business deals done. The transaction's completed. I'm just curious as well, before we go, who it is judging to be on excellent form elsewhere. Because I'm kind of intrigued what it thinks excellent form is. Carpenter is on excellent form. That's absolutely non-negotiable. Sutherland as well should be on excellent. He's on good. How is it? Okay. How's it ordered this then? Because I want to go in order of form and it's got Blanchard on here on excellent. Right, oh, you can see the form on the page. Okay, right. Just have a little scroll through here. Partridge has been alright. I think excellent's probably a stretch. But apparently the game thinks he's been doing excellent. Carlos Rodriguez only has okay form. The fact that he's had okay form and he's been out for 3 months, I'll happily take that. You're on crud. You're an absolute... I don't believe the form thing anymore. If Carlson's on okay. Surely nobody's on bad, right? Right. Okay is the lowest, but like, how is fucking Carlson only on okay form and Partridge is on excellent? Someone's got to riddle me this game because I don't have a clue. I saw a couple of overall growths as well towards the end of the episode. I just want to check some, mainly Chavez's. Maybe I'll change development plans up off screen, but Chavez now at an 85. How long does it take him to get to an 86? Quite a bloody while. Got it. Alright. But the wingers are doing really well, growing still. I think once Duncan Wilson hits 88, that will be him. Which is A-okay. I never expected him to get this high after the ACL injury. I expected him to get this high before it, but never after it. And then Carpenter will... He might not do it in time, but he would hit 90. We're going to put my target player, see if he can do it. But he could hit 90 before the series is out. Probably not, though. But we know he's one of the best in the world because he's absolutely carried his team this year in the absence of Carlos Rodriguez. Couldn't do it last season, but he's like, alright, let's get the head screwed on. Let's get focused. Let's do this. So just a reminder before we go, once again, Champions League. This is where we're at. Round of 16 against Galatasaray. In the Premier League, we're 7 points clear because City just can't keep dropping, or can't stop dropping points, which is absolutely fine by me. If we can keep winning, that's fine. And then in the FA Cup, we've drawn Manchester United in the 5th round. So the next episode, ladies and gents, will be next Tuesday, minimum. We'll kick off away at Galatasaray for the first leg of the round of 16 of the Champions League. We then have the 5th round of the FA Cup at Victoria Park against Manchester United. 4 days later, we will have Newcastle at Victoria Park. We'll then travel to Fulham to Craven Cottage to play Fulham, and then we'll end next episode with our second leg against Galatasaray. So we'll be opening with a Champions League leg, and we'll be closing with it. So that is what is in store for episode 9. Down the line, of course, we'll have more games, some more Prem games to come. We've still got Chelsea, City, Liverpool, Spurs to play. I don't know how many episodes it will end up going into, because I want to do a standalone episode for the Champions League final. There's going to be an episode for the Where Are They Now, and I don't know how many we're going to split into. Probably be 14, 15 episodes by the end of season 9, and maybe around 100 streams overall, which is madness, but I've loved every single one of them, even when it's been frustrating to play. But ladies and gentlemen, I will see you next week. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and sorry Seb, I didn't see you were back. I've just been kind of reading the transfers. I'm back at it. They're favouring Kane. Just don't play Carpenter against Liverpool or Burnley. Yeah, true. And yeah, I will catch you guys next week. I'm going to do a stream tomorrow, just for reference. There'll be a WWE predictions stream tomorrow. But I won't be doing career mode till next Tuesday. But I hope you guys have enjoyed. Take care, and peace.